Hello and welcome to Superhero Shenanigans, a story of heroes, I think it's heroes, and hijinks. They're mostly heroic, almost all of the time, promise. Um, Today, I'm joined by this lovely cast, and I'll have them introduce themselves, their characters, pronouns, and yeah, just a quick little intro for who you're playing. And I will let a volunteer start us out, and then you'll throw it to the next person, because I don't feel like choosing. Who's going first?
Hi.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Superhero Shenanigans. My name is Yuri, that is Y-U-R-I. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Quillekikiokalee, aka Quill. Pronouns they, any, your space bird princess. And I will go ahead and pass it on to Shannon.
I am Shannon. I'm playing Raven tonight. You can find me all over the internet at Imagineif. And I also have Imagineif Media on Twitch. And I will throw it on over to Extell.
Hello, I'm the entity known as Extell sometimes. My pronouns are he, him, as are my characters, Ember, aka Leo King. And yeah, Ember's ready to punch something. Pass it over to Jackie.
Hi, yeah, I'm Jackie Mecha and my pronouns are he, him. I play Gabe Kano, aka Mecha Ochre, similar pronouns, and I too am looking forward to kicking and punching things. Passing it over to Tasha.
Hi, my name is Natasha. You can find me everywhere at Natasha B Cosplays. I use she, her pronouns, as does my character Tally, aka Slipstream, the fastest person on the planet. And I am just, I don't know what I will be doing exactly, but we will find out. It will probably involve some running, at least.
I
hope.
would assume. Yeah, some level of running. And that brings us back around to me, Claude, aka Curly Insane Guy, your game master. Today we are playing Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by our friends over at Green Ronin Publishing. When last we left off, our heroes were grieving the loss of another hero and sort of setting out on their various routes to revenge or reclamation of their lost friend. And so we're going to pick up just shortly after where we left off last time. But we're going to hop over to someone who was not present last time to see what she was up to in the interim. Slipstream.
Hi.
Or perhaps not in Slipstream form. Tally, what were you up to in the days, or the day really, after the psychic scream that echoed out throughout Emerald City, heralding the death, although that part was not announced to everyone, of one revenant?
I think I was also in the call out, if I remember correctly, because that was in the episode I was
You
in.
were, yep.
So I do know of his passing. I think there'd be a lot of knowing that Marlene's family, their company is in town. I'd probably be doing a lot of managing of stuff initially, just to make sure that no one can not lodge a complaint, but just, making sure as many people know via social media, via doing some kind of interview on TV, talking to the news, letting people know that that is completely harmless, what they heard. That she understands it was shocking, that it was a matter of probably great distress to a lot of people, but that there's nothing to worry about for the moment, that they shouldn't feel like there will be no further repercussion to them as a citizen.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you have some sort of relevant expertise like PR or something that you could apply in this situation?
I mean,
You have a
we've been
lot of
used.
contacts and everything to reach out,
I
so
Yes, I do have. Um, what is it? Where is it? Connected. For assistance in a persuasion role.
okay. That
I could probably contact via some PR, via some public relations, some media people that maybe my family and the Freedom Force use or are aware of.
gotcha. Yeah,
Those are good
so
people.
through connected, I will say go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Would that be
Uh,
with advantage for that or no with connected?
no,
Or
it
does that
just
just give a
allows you to
bonus?
do that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
to give you the chance to do this kind of big swing. Everyone does, however, start with the hero point.
Which I will be using because I want to
I
make
got
sure
the
this
feeling
works.
from the roll. I was like,
It's
I feel
actually,
like
it wouldn't be a bad roll. It was an 18, but I just want to make sure that
you
there's some oomph
particularly
behind
nail
it.
this. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
probably a good idea.
That is caught somehow. Okay. 24.
24, yeah, absolutely. So you're able to kind of get ahead of it, like you race the news, and are able to like start putting out a little bit of like, hey, everything's sort of fine. Like
Yeah.
we are aware of the cause of the scream, and
Exactly.
no one is in danger particularly of it. But you just from trying to like make those little stops at different stations and like, hey, this is like kind of an official statement. Um,
Mhm.
it's one of those things where people are like, okay, wait, is this like, is there an official team here that you're speaking for? Um,
I
how
don't
does
know, man. I should. uh, no, she's more professional about it than that.
but like dances around
Mhm.
any sort of like formalization. Okay.
Mhm.
It is
I'm just
like
speaking as a representative of the heroes of this amazing city that I've come to call home the last few months.
and you definitely like get the vibe that this is a big thing that's beginning to dominate the news cycle, at least in Emerald City. Like
Mhm.
there's people have reached across state lines basically to be like, hey, was this a worldwide thing or no? Like this was
Mhm.
just here. Interesting. People are, yeah, I would say their hackles are a bit raised by like, oh, a voice just popped into my head.
Exactly.
So people have begun discussing the scream, the mind scream that they have all heard. They're kind of like choosing the name that it's going to go by in the media. Still, it's still early days, so there's still some time to like affect change on that. Also, depending on what the player who caused it would like, I'll check in on that. But yeah, I'd say pretty successful as far as making sure there's not a widespread panic throughout the city. And it does take a lot of your time, even with as fast as you are, to like you gotta get in touch with the right people who
Mhm.
move a lot slower than you. So there's some waiting on your end as your mother makes the arrangements from Freedom City to kind of mitigate some concerns there. So yeah, I would say fully successful on that. And once you have a little bit more time, what did Tally get up to after that?
I think, of course, just we'll probably check in on the people. That probably took that full day that I wasn't there for. So the next day, I'd probably go check in at Raven's mansion to see who's there, to see if she can help. You know, give her
Absolutely.
condolences, do her rounds, check in on people.
Well, I would say that's perfect. That brings us back to the present of you arriving at the mansion where it's pretty much just Raven there now, as everyone has set out on their little missions. There's a really great heart-to-heart happening at this moment between Mecha Ochre and Bertram that you are not aware of fully. And then there's some people around town that are having a bad night thanks to two of our other heroes. So you arrive back home, or back to Raven's home, which is kind of like a hub home for everyone, but it's got a somber vibe already. Like yeah, it's there definitely you feel the absence immediately. There's not a particular room that's like this is the spooky room where someone is brooding sadly. There's just like that little element missing, but you're allowed in quickly, and yeah, I would say if you look for anyone, you would be able to find Raven pretty quickly, having just exited from the study where she was talking to Narissa through the scrying pool. Raven, you have a guest.
Hi.
Hey, I
And I just kind of rush up to her, maybe a little bit too fast, knocking into her a little bit to give a hug.
yeah, I just come in full on, and I start to cry, and then tighten up and step back a little bit. I refuse to believe that he's gone. I don't know. It just feels wrong. And I don't know. I just talked to my mom and got some information and some visions and some things. And I don't know. We got to go fast, I think, to figure out where this mask is. I think the mask is the key to everything. I don't know.
The mask is missing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raven would be able to relay everything that Marley shared as far as whenever he seemingly perished, he was pulled into the mask through the shadows. So yeah, she catches you up on all of that.
Yeah,
So yeah, no, definitely something's up.
It's too close to what happened with my dad. I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Maybe I just want it. I don't know. But yeah.
No, you're not wrong. I think it means something. I don't know what, but unless I saw a body, I never believed anyone was dead growing up.
Thank you. So I mean, my mom is on her way here.
Mentioned.
So
oh my gosh.
I'm hoping that there'll be some more information that she was able to figure out. And yeah, I don't know. I'm usually pretty good in a crisis, but I kind of don't even know where to begin right now.
I've already got the media covered. I gave them the update.
Oh, I didn't even.
I didn't say anything about anyone dying, but just people were starting to freak out a little bit about the scream.
Yeah, the scream. Yeah, that's gonna be wow. We're gonna have to. That's gonna take a lot. I don't even think that's hit home yet.
There is one station that was trying to dub it the scream, but with like a PS for the scream, but then they realized that doesn't play super well over the radio for one, and they were like, I think it's just too confusing. It looks like we just made an error. But yeah, so that one didn't really make it past the initial pitch.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna at that point too. I'm gonna like pull my phone out, and I'm looking. I don't have it. I'll go walk back into the room and find it in the room that I was just in, and just text Ivan to just be like, I'm sure you're already doing this, but let's make sure we're staying on top of the media and look for any leads to do with this mask. To which I'm sure Ivan would respond back like, yeah, obviously we're doing all that already.
Yep, there's an absolutely with like the vibe of absolutely. Of course, we had already started that, but you know, we're doing it.
Yeah.
And on that same note, can I put out kind of a same like filter on my phone that I have that tracks for different crime alerts, things like that?
Yeah. What are you looking for specifically?
Cursed mask. I'm just, cursed mask, shadow,
right,
just different tag words she's putting in.
Puts it up on sale or something.
Well, or even if someone happens to find it, or someone is seen around town wearing it, something like that.
Gotcha.
Or there's just like reports of weird whispers coming from this random object that was found.
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely set that up for alerts, and I'll say from there we'll go over and check on Mecha Ochre. You've successfully dropped off Bertram. You had your discussion. and then you're driving over to meet your two pals who are kind of in the wake of a villain bar takedown.
Do you have an idea how far away I am from them?
I'd say as far away as feels narratively appropriate for you.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
That's the speed I move things at typically. The speed of plot.
I should have known the answer. I say, Ember, cool. Where are you both?
Bar? Did you say bar? Yeah, we're at a bar. How long till you get here?
Which bar? Sorry, I'm forcing you to make a name. Okay.
No, it's awesome. Extell has to make the name.
The last shot. We're at the last shot.
The last shot. Oh, that's good.
I like that. Okay.
I'm gonna start farming off all the place names to you.
Please don't.
All right, just to set the scene, right? So I'm on top of my motorcycle, and this whole time, Gabe has transformed into Mecha, but he's just kind of got the black suit, which, for those of you who didn't see the last episode, he's normally in orange, and since the day of the unfortunate event, he's changed the color of his outfit to black, and he continues to wear the black sort of hooded cloak from his Revenant costume that he wore at Halloween. So he gets on his bike.
Does the costume have any orange in, or it's like is it like orange piping or anything in addition?
Yeah, there's still kind of the orange piping and the what looks like energy that's running through his arms and that kind of thing.
But otherwise, it's just that. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's all black.
Very cool.
He doesn't have the helmet on. He's got the hood on with the cloak.
And this would be one of those outfits that, like, if this were a comic book, there would be like 5 variant covers that just feature people going ham, making this Mecha Ochre costume look like the coolest thing.
Totally.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Hops on his bike and he turns it on. He revs it quite a bit, and then it screeches away. And while he screeches away, he says, "ETA 12 minutes" in kind of a tone of seriousness that you've not heard from the normally sort of free-spirited, goofy Gabe Kano. And he zooms off.
Is there anything y'all want to do before the arrival of Mecha Ochre? Or are we fast-forwarding to him joining?
Ember will just make sure we'll pick up like a couple of chairs that probably got knocked over, or tables. Stand people upright, dust off their shoulder.
They're fully unconscious, mind you.
Put them in a chair.
Just
put them in a chair, sit them down so they're not on the floor.
Disturbing.
Wood floor.
Yeah, and you can hear, like, as you're kind of getting things a little more cleaned up, there are like the patrons there that were not super villains, or just kind of like they were having like fun drinks before, and now they're having like think about their life decisions type drinks. And then there's the staff who are like appreciative of you helping with the cleanup. And you can hear, as y'all are kind of setting the rest of it up, the motorcycle approaching, and Gabe has arrived.
As Gabe arrives, you hear almost kind of this very unrealistic but cinematic sort of really loud rumbling of the motorcycle coming in, like louder than is really sort of possible, or in
full comic onomatopoeia, crack-a-doom.
Yeah,
like a motorcycle should not make that sound.
Yeah, and then the door just sort of slams open, and he steps in, and he looks around, and he surveys what's going on, and he looks at both he looks at Ember first, and he says, "Hey, how's it going?"
No, we got one lead. Underground fighting club, might find something there. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. We have enough. Do we have enough of what we need from this place?
Yeah, anybody here who's gonna talk is either unconscious or in the bathroom cleaning up.
Fight Club, huh?
Yeah. Quill,
go.
are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think as you call for Quill, turn around, you realize she's not there. And you look around for a bit and you find Quill at the bar, animatedly talking to the bartender. The bartender probably points over. She looks, realizes, oh, he's here. Okay, we can go. And she, gets off this little stool. She likes stools because doesn't have the back chairs usually have that impede with her wings. And walk over to you. And they don't look very happy. Oh, good. You're here. The bartender told me that these would help. And she holds up some beer bottles. But I have taken like 8 of them and they're not doing anything. So he lied to me and I don't know if we can do anything about that.
What, have you drinking 8 beers? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And yeah, I think alcohol doesn't really work on bird people. And she's very angry because the bartender told her it would help.
False advertising.
with the sads and the anger, and it is not helping. It is in fact not doing anything. Well,
You must have a pretty good constitution.
This doesn't work. Here. And she just shoves it into your hands instead.
You see the bartender in the background just kind of like apologetically like raising his hands like, I don't know why it's not working.
I
Sorry.
grab one and I take the cap off with my other hand fairly easily in a heroic style, just whoosh, and I go go, and then I slam the bottle down. I'm ready to go.
I was supposed to say, but it's off panel because of the Comics Code Authority.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah.
You just see the little
gulp
bubble that
yeah.
says gulp, gulp, gulp.
Yeah, and then it's like the next panel, it's being set down.
Slam.
Yeah, so you don't see anything, which
Love
means
it.
it might as well have not happened, which is fine.
I'll, on our way out, I will make a call to Raven.
Ooh. Thank you, player, for
Okay.
connecting 2 plots. I
I'm gonna
appreciate
show my
you.
age now
You're
and
the
hold my
best.
phone like this.
Hola.
The only right way.
I don't know. You're wild. Ember will say, we've got a lead underground fight club. Might be able to find out some information on this King Babylon.
Nice. Drop a pin.
We'll do.
I'm gonna wait a minute for my mom might have some information. So, and Tally just showed up, so we'll both head over after.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah,
Thanks.
no problem. And be careful, yeah.
I'd say you too, but I think we both know that's not gonna happen. For
I'm
both
the
of
one
us.
that can heal.
That's true.
Actually, I don't know anymore. My powers have changed. It might be different.
Oh. Wild. Everything is moving so fast. We have so much to talk about.
Yeah. I'll see you there. Tell
All right.
Tally and help.
Will do. See you in a few. And I don't even say bye, just hang up.
Oh, you're so cool. I wish I could do that. I can't do it.
I do that now, like in life.
I can't do it.
I talk to too many people during the day at work.
You do get a message from your mother that it'll be like probably early morning tomorrow when she gets here now because of flight stuff. So you are free for activities
Cool.
in the late evening at the moment. Look at all the room you have for activities. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so I
get
think
to
I
pick
think I'll
from-
get that notification and just turn to Tally. Looks like we're gonna go out on a little date to find some information.
Ooh. Do you have a lead?
I don't, but they've got something at the Fight Club, so we're gonna meet them down there.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Bridal
I could use a
period?
little. Oh, we haven't done this yet, have we? Yeah, let's do it. I'll just hop on in. I'll fly on in, actually.
Everybody gets.
Everyone
like
gets
right before
one
you
ride.
I feel like right before you take off, you get another phone call from Ember
Selfie.
again. Another phone call from Ember right before takeoff.
Oh,
And
oh yeah, yeah.
just like
Hey.
he just told you, you probably I don't worry about this too much, but you probably might want to wear a disguise if you don't want people knowing who you are. This is kind of a criminal
Oh.
thing.
I mean, okay,
It's just a little highly illegal.
all right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who I am, but yeah, okay. I appreciate the heads up. Mom's actually not coming until the morning, so we'll see you there in a minute.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
And then I'll go. Oh, sorry.
And now Mecha Ochre with us joined us. We're headed there now.
Cool.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, and I'll change as well.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to know what people's alternate fight
Yeah.
gear outfits are. 'cause
Well-
you can't, yeah.
I think because of all of the stuff that Raven does with like going to, retrieve artifacts and all those kind of things, that there's like an entire section of what do I need for this? Like what part of the country am I in? What part of the world am I in? Like what do I need? Is it daytime, nighttime, whatever? And Tally hasn't seen this yet. So I see this all the time, so I don't really think anything of it. This is just normal life for me. And so we walk in, and I think as we open up it's like two double doors that will open up to what basically is like a living room size room. And then in sections all over the place are almost like if you would go into a gallery where you see like an entire outfit that's decked out with everything that you might need. And then there's a whole nother section that is all like accessories and weapons. And there's like another section that has like camouflage and masks and masquerade ball stuff and all, but it's very neatly organized in each little section and color coded. And, you can like talk to it. It's all digital and all that kind of stuff as well. And so I just kind of walk in and then walk like to the middle and say, yeah, let's see what we think might work.
Why was I never shown this before? What is it like to have money? This is crazy.
It's like this.
I have a tiny apartment in downtown. What is this?
I offered you a wing.
I can't do that. I'm not
I
gonna
know.
move out just to live here.
But free
Well,
stuff.
This room is available if you need it. Just check in with Ivan before you get what you need.
I would
and I
say you
think-
can already
Sorry,
see an
I
area
don't
that would be
even-
perfect for like a workstation for making costumes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's you're like your brain would be like, that's a good spot.
She's like
Yeah.
spitefully like removing her outfit like to go pick a new, and I think she picks a very
And Well, I was just gonna say, I think it's about this time that Raven realizes, oh, like because of what you do, this would
Yeah.
be really nice for you to have this. And Raven hasn't even thought about that like the whole entire time, and like actually feels bad about it. So kind of like stops for a second, and because it like I'm already like in this sad state, it's kind of like I have to take a second, and then I'll just look up and be like, that was. I should have brought you in here before. I'm sorry. I guess sometimes I just take this for granted, and I shouldn't, obviously. But
what I hear about rich people. but
Yeah.
also you didn't know what I did for work until recently, so
That's true, but as soon as I heard, I should have just been like, "Oh, I've got a room for you to see." But like, I don't know. I didn't. I got to get better at that, I guess.
she's like struggling slightly to
sorry.
pull her long boot off. That's like her thigh-high boot that she has. It's so tall.
Yeah. Well, it's yours now.
I think she just changes into kind of like a tracksuit with a hoodie, face mask, like kind of like darker, like a maroonish brown kind of vibe for everything. But we'll probably keep her shoes on, but put the like pants over it so you can't tell, and like spray paint. She has like one little stripe and she just spray paints that down really quick.
Yeah,
She's like, I can't wear through. I feel bad if I break her shoes by running.
Absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Raven, as far as costume for tonight.
Yeah, Raven goes already dressed all in black. And she's actually wearing one of Revenant's cloaks, which she never wears. She just had gone into his room and took out one that's actually a little bit older that he hasn't worn in a while. It was like one of the first cloaks that he started to use when he was first coming around. And so that's what I've got on. And it's still in good condition because, you know, he's such a diva that everything is so nice. But you can tell it's, you know, it's classic at this point. And so I keep that, but then I'm going to go over to another section, and I have, you know, wigs, all that kind of stuff in there as well. And so Raven is pretty recognizable. And so when I do this, I pretty much just transform into a different person. So I go in and I have a bright red curly wig that is almost glued to my head.
So I will get you to roll. I
Yeah.
feel like this could either be deception, or if there's a little bit of magical trickery in how it's
there's
it's
definitely
so
magical
effective,
trickery.
then you can use your expertise magic in that case.
Cool. Yeah,
Because
I think that
all
was
this,
something. I'm
you
sorry.
have
Go
all
ahead.
this time and access to options for this that you get a +5 to this. Tally, you can also roll a deception on this with that +5 circumstance bonus.
Or
26.
26.
Could I roll my expertise fashion?
You absolutely can.
Yes.
I don't give you enough reason to do that.
+5, that'd be 25.
25, okay, yeah. You both have whipped up some really good, like this could be another hero or villain that pops into the city and no one would be like, oh, that's someone who's already here. Like these are new entities for people who are not like totally familiar with your voice, your like the way you move. Like your friends will be like, wait, is that? Yeah, okay, that's them. But a stranger would not be able to make that kind of connection. And yeah, you're both ready to go. The location
and I
has
think
been dropped.
So just to finish out the look, because I've got this cloak that I still like wanted to like, it's like I'm holding on to it and I don't want to let it go kind of thing. I actually wear it, but I put it on the inside, so it's like I'm putting a vest on top of it for the top, and and the cape hooded part just kind of lies in the back. Yeah, exactly. And I'm actually in bright colors. So
contrast.
Yeah. So I've got the black hood, but then everything else is a bright orange. And this was a conscious decision to do this for the same reason that Mecha switched
the other
and
way.
Yeah, the other way. This is honoring that awareness and that friendship and that effect that it had on Mecha. And so she'll go all in orange, which is going to totally clash with her hair, but she doesn't care.
It's like, they're a little too similar in some ways, but that's fine. Yeah, so the address is known. Tally, it takes you a negligible amount of time to arrive there on the spot.
And I'll drop us off like a little bit away, like a block or two, so that people don't necessarily see me arriving at super speed, because I think part of her disguise is also going to be not necessarily using super speed if she participates in any fight, just pretending to be a normal person that's really good at martial arts and has great
Okay.
reflexes.
Yeah, nice. Smart way to go about that, so they don't see you traversing long distances, at least.
Yeah, and I
so
think there's like a whole conversation that we have on the way to this about like what we're gonna do and how we're gonna modify our powers and like
look
that kind of
different,
stuff.
yeah.
And
That is
and
a
so like
benefit of
Raven's like
magic, you just
actually
kind of get to flavor it as
yeah,
you want,
Raven's
so.
actually interested in like, so how are you gonna be slow? You know, like so there's that whole thing.
I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Does that work?
Yeah.
How do you walk slow?
I don't. Uh,
That's called
Leo,
falling.
you have so the way this worked was that you were supposed to meet up with Tenfold, who is a sometimes hero in the city, but he's like your connection in the underground fighting because he participates in it, and Darius got in touch with him, kind of got y'all together. So he's supposed to be your contact here to meet. He knows you're bringing extra people, but he might not be aware of how many of those. So he'd find a nice little spot to hang out at. It's just outside of a convenience store, which you can please name for me right now because you have a gift for it. What is this convenience store, Extell?
24-hour convenience store.
24-hour convenience store. I will amend it slightly. I love it. This is 23-hour convenience store. They take 1 hour off every day. It's a choice. They tried to get a brand deal with Dr. Pepper for like the 23 flavors. It never really worked out. They actually don't carry it at all because of the bad feelings between them. And
Dr. Pepper and them.
Yeah, so Tenfold is kind of chilling outside. He's very recognizable because he looks like a mix between like one of the most jacked bodybuilders you've ever seen and the cover of a romance novel. Like he's got this beautiful hair, he's very tan skin with like these bold brown eyes, and like even when he's dressed in like he's currently in like just a button-up shirt, but he's just so swole, trying to look very casual.
I was gonna be like Jesse Jerdak, like is that who you're talking about?
If I were to cast anyone. Fantastic. Yeah, so he would notice you immediately too because you're a pretty recognizable human who's with some also very recognizable or like noticeable people. Maybe not recognized, but like they stand out enough. This is a bird person and a mecha man.
Yeah, and Ember's in his hero suit. Like he's not so
he's not. Yeah. And there's like the faint whoosh in the distance that lets you know that Tally probably has arrived. It's something you've just picked up on over time. Like it wouldn't give her away to most people, but you're like, there's a draft suddenly, so you know that she's like approaching. And yeah, he kind of waves over at you.
Oh no.
He's sitting on a bench outside of the 23-hour.
Anybody else? Does anybody else have this problem?
Yeah. You get a text.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh.
I'll look at it. And I'll turn to Quill and Mecha Ochre. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there and talk to this guy. We should be able to get us in. Are y'all two fine not being disguised? I know you're fine, Quill. You probably don't care.
She really
Actually,
could not give a damn. She barely understands your legal system here. Like she doesn't care.
Probably immune to the legal system here. Honestly, what are they gonna do?
They grew up here.
They could claim diplomatic immunity.
TBH. That's true.
Yeah, they don't even know the princess status. Like you can do anything here.
Yeah, but she doesn't mind, and it's kind of like When you ask, I think she gives you a look and just motions at her wings, like in a "how am I supposed to disguise that anyways" type of look.
He very much follows it up with like a "yeah, you probably don't care," and he's like, "Actually, I don't think you care either. I think you said that before."
Oh, Gabe? Yeah, I don't care. I'm going in just as I am.
The three of us don't care
Unless...
about secret identities. So I love it. Love to see it.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say you
Also,
not
from
only
here.
are in a secret identity, but you're in an alternate look for your secret identity. So you're pretty covered right now.
In which case, then I'll walk up to Tinfold.
Oh, hey Leo, long time no see.
Yeah, how's semi-hero life treating you?
You know, tried it in California for a while there, and just ended up back here. I'll help out where I can. I know there was like a weird kaiju thing happening the one time, but it never really got down this direction. I was ready.
Yeah, I was on a volcano island when that happened. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Vacationing? What do you do on a volcano island?
Kind of, yeah. Just regulating my powers, just swimming in the lava.
Oh, wild.
So, anyway, can you get us into this place?
Yeah, so you lucked out. They're looking for new fighters currently. So there's going to be kind of like a orientation, I guess you can say, where they observe some potential newbies. Probably put y'all against... I mean, they didn't ask me to do anything, so I'm pretty sure it's just kind of some of our old standard guys, plus they usually like ship in some robots to practice on, so probably punch a few robots, look good doing it, and if they like you, they'll try to get you back. This definitely won't really pay anything until you get into real fights. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna pry too much about why your reasonings are for this. I gotta say, just from vibes, it looks like y'all are all looking for a fight right now. So, yeah.
Quill in the
No.
background is like rapping her knuckles.
Easy. You came to the right place for sure.
There's 5 of us total.
Oh, 5?
Yeah, me and 4 others.
Kind of
associate me with you.
Yeah, I mean, I told them I had some people, so I don't know if you want to act like you don't necessarily all know each other, because if they see y'all helping each other or ganging up, it might not be the best call. Although sometimes they're like the Battle Brothers go in there, and that's a duo act. So if you want to partner up with anyone, you can do that. But yeah, play it how you want. I'm gonna say I don't know any of y'all that closely or personally, just enough to give a recommendation.
That's good enough. As long as you can get us in, it's fine. We can do the rest.
Yeah, the fights are actually going to be in the Undercity. I'll take you to where exactly. I mean, I'm sure you're familiar enough that it's pretty sketchy. There's that weird rat guy that runs around stealing things and has a little gang. He doesn't mess with us because we're big and he's little, but you know, if you're not watching your stuff, that's a potential thing. Kind of a rough crowd. They've sectioned off a part where some of their wealthy boosters can kind of watch the new people. So there will be some cameras for the distant ones. And yeah, you might see some fancy types in the mix.
Good to know. All right, we're running low on time, so do you mind?
Yeah. He looks over. He sees the other 2 approaching now to round out the 5 that are going, and he just kind of like nods. He's like, for those who don't know, I'm Tenfold, and I guess I'll be your guide to where this whole thing is going down. Follow along. And he kind of takes you off into an alleyway nearby where there's like a manhole to descend. The Undercity is interesting because there are large sections of Emerald City that literally in its history sank below the surface. And then those are now connected through catacombs that were either made or naturally occurring. So it's like a whole other little city under here in some ways, but not the type that's very residential. So yeah, he's gestures for you to follow him and descends, tells the last one up to like close the cover. He starts trying to make a little bit of like small talk as he goes. He like leads you through. It looks like an old antique store that sank under the surface, and then there's a wall in the back that you can go through, and there's a tunnel. So you just kind of this way. He checks every once in a while, like his phone. He's got like a picture of this place is a labyrinth at the same time. So he's like, yeah, let me just make sure. There's a couple times where he pauses and like, hold on. Yeah, we missed the turn up here. Takes you back through there. Kind of shaking his head. Looks to Raven. And he's like, I don't really recognize any of you, but I guess, what do you do? What's your interest in this? And it seems like he chose you purely from like proximity to him, not because he recognizes you in any way. He's just like, oh, like, what do you do?
Whatever I feel like it at the time.
Okay, fair. Like it. Nice, honest.
The aesthetic you chose does not match the voice you chose.
I know, that's why.
Right, and that was one of the other things. You're like the brightly colored one, so he's like, oh, that's someone that'll be easier to make conversation with. Like, this seems fine. And then he's like, okay, and then he's like looking for like help, someone else that looks friendly enough, and then he lands on Quill.
Yeah, I think Quill like walks up next to them, partly on purpose to take like attention away from our disguised members, and partly like out of genuine curiosity, and sort of looks at him and goes, "Tenfold? What is that supposed to mean?"
So kind of a corny name I chose really early on when the Silver Storm hit, but you know, the strength of 10 men, that sort of thing.
Oh. Do you think we could spar sometime?
Oh, I mean, I'd be on board. It's not just the strength of 10 men either. I've got the smarts, the thinkins of 10 men, the speed. Like, it's all. I'm 10 more basically than.
Okay, so it should be a
math.
relatively fair fight then.
Raises an eyebrow. Okay. Like the wings too. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Ember silently says a prayer for tenfold.
I'm gonna give the best eulogy when tenfold messes up.
He was a good guy sometimes.
You know, he was mostly good. he tried. He's definitely, so it has been a while since you've talked to him. You can tell he's been humbled a bit since he first started. Like, the tenfold was very much like a pride, like, I am 10 times the strength of a normal person, and thought he was going to really make it big on both the hero scene, but also like, oh, I'm pretty attractive. I'm 10 times more attractive than, you know. And so he had that kind of almost Booster Gold-esque, like, and then after several years was like, this did not hit the way it was supposed to. So he's just making do at the moment. But you think he's actually much more tolerable at this stage in his life than he was when you had worked with him in the past.
You've simmered down, Tenzi.
You know, this all catches up with you a little bit.
Fair enough. I think it works better for you.
Thanks. Oh, you seemed like you had been working with that Revenant guy a lot. Surprised you didn't bring him along.
Yeah, I had a commission for a little bit.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. He reminds me of my early Glory Hound days, actually, just a touch. I guess a better aesthetic though.
How so?
He's got the spooky. Actually, this guy's kind of rocking a similarly spooky cloak thing. Sometimes the mystery is more interesting than just being a conventionally attractive man.
Quill
As I
pokes
quickly
at,
check
like,
if he
this
has the attractive
bulging-
advantage.
Quill,
I'm just curious now.
pokes at his, like, whatever bulgy muscles straining on his shirt, and it's like, don't those make it a little hard to move around?
You would think so, but like I don't just work the glamour muscles. I'm fast too.
Glamour?
I don't just bulk up for looks, Also, a lot of this I didn't have to
Oh.
work for. I just
For looks.
got
You
power.
trying to scare people?
Scare, attract. He seems very put on the spot. He's like, why am I talking so much?
When he says attract, Quill looks genuinely confused.
Roll for emotional devastation.
I
He's
just
fine.
lean over to Quill and be like, I think you hit a sensitive spot for him. Keep going.
No, I don't.
How rude.
I'm not from around here. I'm sorry, did not mean to. You see, bulk is not something we find we want or is attractive.
Oh boy,
It makes
you
it hard
and
to
a lot of the people
fly.
I've met lately.
You don't want to. You want to be dexterous and fast when you're on your wings. So that adds weight. So it's not something you would find a lot of my people to be. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, no. I mean, if we spar, you can see I'm pretty quick too. Just saying. But no, I get what you're saying. It's the aerodynamics and all that. He's definitely like thinking a lot at the moment.
But and she's trying to fix this so hard. But you don't have wings, so you are okay with having that. Yes.
You
don't have to worry
you see
about
him
flying.
deflate at the word "you're okay." He's like, whew, whew. Yeah.
She's trying so hard
He's
to
like, yeah, no,
be
that's
nice and mend it because she didn't realize she said anything that made him sad.
He's like, and he just kind of, you might catch it, but he kind of like slows at the right way where he's like in step with someone else. He's kind of like distancing from Quill in the crowd and like, I'm just gonna stop trying to connect with these people. I'm just miss after miss.
I just pat him on the back a little too hard, just a little too hard, and just say, "That's rough, buddy."
Did you get stronger?
That might have. I don't know. Things are different.
This
Powers
is
keep changing.
This
I'm
is
like
life.
a butterfly.
Yeah,
or
we
something.
have quite a life. Looks over at Tally ? I guess would be her subtitle. And he's like, okay, so I'm pretty good at sizing up. I'm gonna guess like unpowered vigilante type.
Not bad. Not bad.
You see him kind of like, yes, I got a win. I correctly assessed a person. He's wrong, of course, but he sees, he's like, oh, cool, we're coming up on it, actually. There's like a little bit of light here, and what you see is that someone has like basically done a makeshift, like sort of sliding fence situation down here, where it's got like the wheels on the roof and the floor, and you can, it is huge, and he like opens it. There is a like a robot sentry in front of it. Looks, actually, for this area, it looks way too fancy. Like it's not cobbled together at all like some of the constructs you may have seen the gangs around here use. This one is like top of the line stuff. Wordlessly allows you to pass. Tenfold's like, oh, I've got like a pass that they recognize me at this point, and they have a little fob thing that they sense. So coming in here, it does look like it's going to be pretty robot heavy. Yeah, he slides. You see that there are in here like actual rooms. There's like booths set up with tinted windows, and he just kind of like try not to be too quiet or like make you look in that direction, but he like kind of tilts his thumb over that way, and he's like, it's some of the VIPs that'll be observing. If they don't talk to you, don't start a conversation with them typically. Keeps walking. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. To our storyteller, I want to look that way and use my bird eyes to see all of their faces, because I do have eidetic memory and would like to remember who these people are. I don't know them yet, but in case
they come up again.
Them again.
Oh, good stuff. Roll me perception. These are like very tempered is not the word that I wanted to use there. Very tinted windows, but you've got strong eyes. I will say your extended kind of mitigates some of the difficulty. And yeah, hit me with that perception.
Could I also roll perception? I was wanted to say it before, but I was hanging back a little bit from the group as we were walking through to just make sure nothing was following us or watching us as we moved through.
That's so much smarter.
That's very smart. Both of them. Don't smarter. It's equally.
It's good. Those are important people to keep track of.
Right? Y'all are just on two different priorities.
Yeah.
Both
yeah,
smart.
I think
Raven...
for Quill, where she comes from, she knows it's important to keep track of the important people. Because that's what she dealt with all the time. That's a 23 to remember what they look like.
Yeah, so you see, not super distinct to you because you don't know them yet, but yeah, you have those faces in your head now. I would say none of them really stand out all that much to you, as far as there is someone who you can tell by the way other people are interacting with her. Actually, roll me an insight on top of this. Now that I think about it, there's some social cues to pick up on here.
Another 23.
Stop! Get another number. No, that's good. That's good. So you can see by body language that there is one person that is clearly more important than the other people in the room. She is being treated with much more deference than the others. And she's like olive skin, really long brown hair. She's wearing like a not super fancy because it wouldn't be befitting of the situation, but she's got like a smart dress on. Smart as in it looks nice, not like it has computer capabilities. But she is just like chatting very nonchalantly, but you can see by the way the other people in the room are like paying attention or like making sure they don't miss a detail that like, oh, she's a big deal.
I see.
And then Tally, what did you get on your roll?
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. As far as you can tell, no one following right behind you. The robot sentry guy shut the gate behind you, but no one followed. So he's clearly.
And did I spot any like cameras or anything that were kind of keeping track of the pathways on the way in?
Yes, there are cameras like set up. They're not like moving. So there's like stationary cameras at different corners. It seems like a decent amount, but not like the most high security thing, because it does look like it was set up recently. Like this area existed and now it's been modified for this purpose, probably pretty quickly. Even
I don't think anyone would notice because she was hanging back, but anytime they were passing cameras, just to be kind of a little less recognizable on camera, even though she's wearing a mask and has like a hood up, she'll still almost instinctively, not realizing she's doing it, her face just starts to blur a little bit.
Yeah, I'll get you to do a power check for that. Roll and add your quickness. I feel like this is a pretty easy thing.
Okay, so my quickness is a 10, I think. Yes. Um, where is it? Speed 15. Yeah, I'm pretty sure quickness is 10, but I'm just not finding it. But that was an 18 on the die, so 28.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to like imperceptibly just like literally you're like tilting and turning your face slightly to where like a camera's frames will not be able like
Mhm.
you are blurring in the frames that it catches you.
Yeah, I'm going like 64 frames per second as opposed
Yeah.
to the 32.
Yeah, timed
Amazing.
like just to where it can't refresh to
Mhm.
keep up. You are the enemy of interlacing for cameras. Congratulations. Favorite enemy
Raven
cameras with interlacing.
Raven this whole time is just basically trying to it's like head on a swivel, just looking at everything, but looking for anything that looks out of place or that could be something new to the area. Obviously anything mask related, but she's not expecting to see that. But she's just very much on high alert and tracking the way in, the way out, looking for, quick escapes and just not really fully trusting the situation, on the way in. But mostly looking for like, is a person hiding in there? Is a person over there? That kind of stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, so I would say as you like enter the area, you start seeing presumably other participants. So there is one woman in like a pink exercise top she's very tall, huge arms, pointy ears that are almost like elf-like, but there's very much like an otherworldly vibe to her. There is a large man with scruffy blonde hair, and his arms look like gorilla arms instead of human arms. And he's kind of got his arms crossed, looking around like he's waiting for stuff. Leo.
Yeah. There's something I'd like to do, but you say first, yeah.
I mean, I guess anyone. I think of him in particular. But is anyone a big fan of like wrestling, professional wrestling at all? I know you fought in other things, like you did MMA stuff.
Oh yeah,
but
Leo
you
probably
would.
does.
Okay, I'll let you roll a quick intellect check.
In
on
real
this guy.
life, I don't know much about wrestling, but Leo probably would enjoy it.
It's
TBH.
fine. This is not real life recognition, so it's fine.
Intellect, you say? Zero in
Intellect.
that. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be fine, probably.
It's just like I recognize that person.
It's
There's
a
also
19.
reasons it wouldn't be. Oh, nice. You swear you've seen that guy like on the wrestling circuit before at some point. Definitely didn't have like gorilla arms at the time, but you're like, I feel like I've seen him, and just his presence is very like I've put on shows before. Yeah, the face is semi-recognizable.
So I think my eyes drift across and like sort of stop on that person for a moment, and is like, oh, whoa. I'll talk to that guy later about that. But my eyes do drift up to also the box where the important people are. Not scanning it in a way, but scanning it for a specific person. And mostly seeing if that specific person reacts to me being here. Like if they see me, if they react.
I'm being attacked by a gnat IRL. I'm so sorry. Yeah, roll to see. Yeah, the results are modified slightly because of how difficult it is to see into it.
Yeah. If I can I use a hero point to modify my flicker for a moment?
To sense for that particular person.
Yeah, since if there's like hostility towards me in any way, or like
Okay.
surprise that in seeing me, because I'm looking for Solomon. I'm looking to see if Solomon.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know who you were looking for. I was like, well, don't use a hero point because reasons. But yeah, what'd you get on that result?
Am I rolling perception here?
Perception.
Okay, cool beans. Oh, that's low booty. That's 18 total.
That's a tiny butt.
I rolled an 8 on the die.
Okay. So just from what you can gather, you don't see him anywhere. As far as the flicker thing, I will be super generous and not charge a hero point for it. But there is like the flicker of like I'm being paid attention to. Not maybe not hostile, but like people. It flared up as if there was like, oh, I recognize that guy. So you're known enough to where it's particularly notable when you arrive. He kind of like tenfold gestures for like go stand over here where there's like a few other fighters. In addition to the two I described specifically, there's a woman who's like she's got a whip holstered at her side. She's wearing like red bare midriff top with like a fist with a flame around it tattooed on her hip. And she is definitely like eyeing up everyone as they enter the room, but also looks like pretty at ease. Like I'm not worried about any of these people being a danger to me. So just kind of sizing folks up. There are also, you can see now, like several of those sentry robots just kind of positioned in the corners. And then there's like one that's like them, but way more decked out. It's clearly like the hardcore combat version of one of these. And yeah, as he tenfold like kind of waves you off like I gotta go now. So he goes to talk to someone else. I would say a few more like nondescript people walk in. They are the ones that like spoilers from the GM don't matter. So don't worry about details about them. They are the background figures that in anime would not get actual drawings even. So don't worry about those. And then a voice comes over the speaker that's welcome potential participants in the Circuit Maximus. Today will be a bit of a trial run to see how you are able to perform in the arena, both fighting ability, but also these people like a show, so make it interesting. I'm being excellent at technique is one thing, but being fun to watch is another entirely. Succeeding here today is no guarantee that you will be invited back to the paid fights. There will be no pay here. There will be no tolerance for acting outside of the rules of what we're doing here today. Do your best not to make too much of a mess of any opponents. Body disposal is a hassle. This is coming over a speaker. It's a man's voice. The speakers make it a bit tinny, but it's someone who seems pretty relaxed. Like it's like someone who does interviews all day, where they're like not fully reading off a script, not fully invested, but they're like, we're very interested to see what you're able to bring to us today and see if you are worthy of representing this esteemed organization. Some of you have been scouted by our sponsors, others brought in on recommendation. So we'll take you all equally seriously, and thank you for coming. Prepare yourself. We will be setting up your first sort of exercise in just a moment. An attendant comes out and begins kind of like going around asking people if they like need a private room or anything, like if they have to get anything ready before they start, or like any preparations that they need. So they would eventually pop by all of you and they're like, just so you know, we do have like locker rooms. Essentially, they're small, they're not the best thing you've ever seen, but you've got options in case some people go in there and have a transformation or vomit up a duplicate that helps them fight. We've seen everything here. That was awful to walk in on, though, I tell you what.
I'd go in there just to kind of get ready, do like some stretches, but mostly to hear if there's any chatter that seems relevant to pick up on from the other participants.
I like it. Smart. Very smart. Roll me a perception check. Is anyone else doing anything else? There is a little time to, like, if you want to chat with one another or participants or lock in on, like, how you're going to interact with each other to not be seen as pals or to be seen as a duo. You've got options here. So let me know how you choose to operate.
Yeah, and I will
Is
split
there-
off. Oh, but I will
Oh
split
no,
off
finish your
very
thing, yeah.
to make it look like I'm very unassociated
Gotcha.
with the
Let me-
group.
Let me make notes of how everyone is associated or not associated with one another. That seems important to track. Slipstream, loner. All right,
Loner.
Quill.
Oh, I was going to ask, does it seem like they're going to be pairing us up randomly? Is there like sort of a list that has been starting to be made on the people that are going to fight other real people versus the people getting put up against robots? Are we all going to get put up against robots at the beginning? Like, is there anything anywhere that would give me any information?
So it seems like they're being very cagey about that right at the start, on purpose. But the vibe you're getting and the assumption that other people seem to be making is that everyone's going to punch robots first and then things are going to evolve from there. But it does seem
Love
like right out of the gate it's going to be robots, because those are more easy to replace.
Yeah.
And they'll see from there, like, who's worth being around. But no one tells you fully directly. Like, the people who are working here are clearly like, oh yeah, the, like, setting up, we'll do the robots and everything. But if anyone's like, hey, what's the order of things, they're like, oh, you'll see, and blah blah blah. Like, it's very,
Okay.
we'll keep you in the dark as possible.
Got
And I
it.
got a
Thank
16.
you.
You got a 16?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, who do I want you to hear chatter from? Some good people here. Some good options. So you end up near the woman I described who had the whip. She's just going to, like, basically rest in one of the little areas, but you can see as she's walking off that she turns and very pointedly looks in Raven's direction and just kind of grumbles under her breath. Magic, great.
I think I'll kind of hearing that a little bit. If she like walks past me, like exiting,
She would be, yeah, she'd be.
I'd probably say like, for real.
She's like, oh, yeah, there's points at Raven. That one's magic.
You ever deal with them? The magic wielders?
Not if I can help it. She walks away.
Same.
All right. Mecha Ochre, how are you taking all of this in?
Well, first, I think I see Raven, and I walk up to her, just on the side, and I put my arm around her shoulder, and I give her kind of this rough but loving hug, and say, "I like the new color scheme."
Oh, you like it? It's pretty good, right? I'm still
It's
not
my
Raven.
it's my favorite color.
I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen you on the circuit.
Ah, I see. I get it. Gabe didn't clue in that she didn't know me. Or is trying not to know me. Very consistent with Gabe's intelligence.
Yeah, incredible.
So I get it now, and I try to do a little wink, and Gabe can't wink, so it just looks really clumsy. And he walks away, and kind of doing, the swinging of the arms, like, okay, yeah, no one just saw that.
I'll do like a little, I'll do like a little punch on the arm, like as you're kind of backing away, like, oh, it's nice to see you, kind of thing. Punch. punch as I do it. And as I do that, I'm going to lean in and say, Marigold.
Whoa.
Marigold. Marigold.
Marigold.
Not
Great.
Raven.
Ah! Yes. And his arms are waving even
No
wider.
one
was
knew
like, I
what
also
you meant by
I'm
that.
trying to,
Everyone
I'm
was
trying to
like,
get
huh?
away from her now.
I was like, is Marigold the name of the sleigh?
Go.
Oh,
It's
God.
a safe word. Leave it alone.
It's my bad. I ask too much. Raven, let me write down. You are now Marigold. Learning so much
I'm
about
walking
this
to the other
dynamic.
side now. I'm pretending to do calisthenics, just trying to hoping nobody's
It's
seen
me.
anything.
I love it. Okay, Leo, are you up to anything in particular?
Yeah, I also walk away like I'm unassociated.
Why didn't anybody tell Gabe the plan?
So none of these people are friends, but that guy knows everyone. I don't know what's going on. It seems like no one wants to talk to him. Just make the people
But the
watching.
three of
just
you
know
are
that.
also known heroes and are known to have worked with each other in the past.
Yeah.
Well, it would
Mecha Ochre looks
technically
different,
only
yeah.
be, Ember and Quill who have been seen together before, right? Because we don't look any
Disguised at all,
different.
yeah.
But Mecha Ochre does
looks
look very different because he's not
Yeah.
Ochre.
And he's
Today.
pretty new,
You
You
so
put the Clark
that
Kent
helps.
glasses on. You can't tell who it is
He's
now.
Mecha Noir.
Remember, I was with
Yeah,
Bertram.
he's
I don't know what
Mecha Noir
happened.
today.
When this plan
Mecha Noir.
good form.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I
The
wanna
The
hear
only
your
ones
best
that would
Nicolas
have
Cage for
previous
this.
association, would be us.
Yeah.
I walk away, and I walk over to pro wrestler maybe guy,
Mhm.
and it's a size up for sure. Like I walk up to him and I'm like,
Oh shoot!
You new here?
How tall is Leo? I don't
Leo,
know.
I believe he's he's 6'2".
I don't have
Classic
this guy's
anime
height.
protagonist
He's
height.
like the same. Yeah. He definitely looks older than you. He's got like his blonde beard. That's like there's chunks of it that are like, oh no, that's white. you're getting up there. But he looks like he's in a friendly enough mood, and he's like, oh hey there,
You
Ember.
yeah. Nice to
Heck are you
meet
doing
you.
in a place like this?
Yeah, sometimes I like to get a little dirty, but that's beside the point.
All right, all right.
I made the mistake of looking at Shannon when I said that.
The forbidden eye contact.
The Laura Bailey of the group.
What have I done?
figured that
Yeah.
out by now.
So you're hitting on this man. Continue.
I'm in a committed relationship.
I love when the plan starts to...
But I will say, do you? This is not going to help the hitting on him allegations. Do you come here often? Or?
No, this is a first timers group. Yeah,
You look.
but I'm familiar with fighting.
You look familiar.
Yeah, so you might not recognize me fully, but I used to do some big wrestling promos and whatnot before I was cursed.
Is that how you got the?
Yeah, this is what I got today. Says gesturing to his arms.
It changes every day, or
Every day, my limbs are different limbs. Sometimes my face is different. Sometimes my torso is different. Torso is
That's
mostly the thing that changes the least, but yeah, I was like a cyclops a week ago. It was horrifying to wake up to.
that is pretty terrifying.
Don't get cursed, I would say, if you can avoid it.
Who did it to you? Was it like some?
It was a wrestler. It was a demon-possessed wrestler. I beat him. I beat him. He cursed me. It was, Now I use it for hero stuff, and I guess this. But yeah.
What do you do this? Money?
Money. Sometimes I just need a break from the crew,
That's fair.
and sometimes it's just to kind of remember what I used to do.
That seems existential, and I don't know if I have the capacity to deal with that right now.
Oh, you good?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
You
I'm
look
not-
like
I'm
you're
gonna-
going through some stuff, actually.
I'm not here to trauma dump. Like we're here to do some fighting. If we meet each other on the field one day, maybe I will. But a lot of stuff. Look, so you're a hero.
That's what they say.
Is he lying to me?
GM, is this true? Chat, this is real. Roll insight.
Okay, cool. What is my insight? That's not a bad one.
Jamie, can you Google this?
That's a 19. Yeah.
So you get the vibe that he has been called a hero many times. He doesn't fully internalize that, but like to the point that like, oh, he's the hero. He's just real humble about it. Like, you're like, he's definitely just someone who is very self-deprecating, but has probably done some saving. Also, I just saw his age from this book, and he's actually younger than I thought, but that's okay. Now he's not. He's older. He aged.
Not old, yeah.
He aged.
I'm going to make a choice here, Claude.
Murder him.
Work this out. Eat it in front of everybody. No, I'll lean in close.
Again, not beating the allegations, but continue.
And I will say, do you think you can help me out with something?
It's like, whoa, what do you got?
Looking for a guy with a mask.
I'm not gonna lie, in this business, that doesn't narrow it down a ton.
I don't know much. Calls himself King Babylon.
God, it's pretty pretentious calling yourself king in general.
It's my last name, so yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no way of knowing that. You didn't choose it. That's not his name, surely.
Yeah, I'm born there, yeah.
You're gonna punch me later for this? We might have to fight anyway.
Why
But
would I
I'm just
do that?
saying.
Not for this, yeah. No, if I have to fight you, then yeah, but like, not because of some, predetermined or whatever animosity towards each other. Because I bear nothing towards you or anyone really. Because I'll beat most people, but that's beside the point.
King Babylon. Name doesn't ring a bell, but I can kind of mull it over a bit. I could reach out to my team after this. It looks like communication doesn't go outside of here right now, though.
Cool. Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
I
an
see it
easy name to remember, King Babylon.
Yeah, whether I see it, either you're telling the truth and you're a hero and you'll help me out, or you're lying and you're a villain and you'll still help me out because you'll still tell them about this at some point, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, hedging your bets. Not bad. I'll let you know.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Also, I used to watch you a lot when I was a kid.
He smiles. It's a very genuine smile. He's like, "Well, did you root for me or against me?"
There was that one time you were going against what's the Brace
Maxim?
Master.
Oh,
No.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Maximus because everyone was against me in that fight. Yeah,
and
Beastmaster.
my dad's favorite wrestler, so it's kind of like
Yeah,
I rooted for him, but you were definitely.
it was a
top
good
5.
show. That was an all timer in my opinion.
Yeah, you were great. I like the time when you smashed. Was it Rock'em Sock'em? onto onto the table. And you did
I
the
swear,
elbow.
like a month ago, one of my arms was Rock'em Sock'em's arm. I don't know exactly how that works, but that's what it looked like.
So it's not just like creatures; it's like people too.
It could be
It's wild.
people. We don't know what it is.
That is concerning, actually. That's pretty rough.
It's been like a 6 tentacles at one point for one side of my body.
Well,
I kind of lucked out today that it's gorilla arms, because sometimes it's like a giant laser blast thing, and that's pretty good for fights.
I mean, that's cool too. Listen, I'll take anybody on whatever they got, and most of the time I win, so it's fine.
Yeah, you keep saying that. We can see how it goes.
I mean, have you ever seen me lose a fight? Think about it. And I'll walk away.
Nice. Marigold, other than the Mecha Ochre interaction, did you want anything else?
Yeah, you mentioned private rooms. I think
Yes.
Marigold would have immediately taken up an offer for that and gone into the private space, and just kind of made a thing about, I need some time alone to prep and go inside, and I'm gonna do a little astral projection
Ooh, okay.
while I'm in there.
You are leaving your body to go do a thing?
I am. Because why not? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong indeedly? Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah.
And I think prior to me actually, doing the leave my body kind of thing, I will just in the group chat be like, I'm going under, which everybody would know from the many times that that's happened before, that means I am now unprotected because I'm leaving my body to go somewhere else.
All right. Yeah, you successfully slump over in your dressing room, which does seem pretty private. These basically seem like closets with a little bit of lighting, and you're able to begin astral projecting.
Cool.
It's that,
Before
that
I do
booth-
that, I just want to check the space, and I would make sure the door is locked and all that kind of stuff too.
Yep, it's got a lock. So you feel like the door could be like broken into really easily if someone wanted to. Like, this is not strong structure, but it's locked. As far as like someone would instantly know that, like, oh, someone's in there. Let me go to the next one.
Yeah.
Situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
So that's all clear, and you are now outside of your body and able to pass through walls and things and such.
Sweet. Yeah, and I think I am just going to kind of systematically wander around, and I'm listening for any of the names, Babylon and the Mask, and anything that we heard when we were the underground, the I'm listening for everything that we've basically been tracking. The name Revenant, anything about an explosion. I'm just kind of like aware. That's what I'm trying to pick up on.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of keep floating until something collects.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a perception check. Then I'll go roll to see if just random happenstance lets people be talking about a thing.
Cool.
Because I like the initiative of trying to spy. Wicked smart.
An international.
Wicked smart.
Wicked
Super
smart.
What did you say? What did you tell me? Perception?
Perception.
I was like,
What?
you gave me a thing to do. 25.
I know, me asking for rolls? Wild. So you stop by and you can hear, I'll say some of like the very backgroundy people that look like they will not last much against the robots, are chatting, and basically they are kind of lamenting the fact that like all of the chaos in the streets lately, where they're like the bagmen are trying to make a play at running things, is ridiculous. So they're affected by that, and then you do hear up in the booth there is a discussion going on about the name Ghostworks is used, where someone says like a bit concerning that like Ghostworks has been flooding the streets with their tech, especially as they're trying to make a play against Koche is another name that they drop. So you get like 2 words in bold if this was a video game to latch onto. They do seem like very distant from the whole situation. They're like, oh, how inconvenient for us that like these things are going on in the streets as we're trying to run things in the background. It seems like they don't have a big hand in what's going on, but it has reached a level where they have to be in the know about it as well. Yeah.
Cool.
The King Babylon's name does not come up specifically, and no mention of a mask at any point.
Okay. How long does it take for me to go through all that?
I will say you can be doing that until basically things start moving to where like a call is going to happen for what happens next.
Cool. If I have the time, I will relay what I learned also in the group chat.
Okay. Good call. I will say, when you try to send messages here, you get that little, this message did not send. Send us a text message. And then it also is like struggling to send. You get that loading thing. It's like things are a little jammed around these parts, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, then I would make a point to, like, when we start to wander out, to tell someone, and then kind of filter them
at least pass some information there.
Yeah, depending on who I see.
You can all start seeing that like the people, the organizers seem to be like getting ready to do stuff, so people are coming out of their room and getting ready to go. Everyone kind of, the ones who weren't stretching before have now decided last minute like, oh, I should start doing like a little, let's get ready to do this. And then Mecha Ochre, was there something you wanted to?
Oh yeah. So I mean, people are probably stretching because I'm still doing the weird arm thing and trying to look like I'm stretching, but as I'm doing that, I was watching Ember, and I thought, oh, that is cool. Yeah, I should get to know someone. Maybe I can get some clues. So I walk up. Is the lady with the pink tights there?
Yes.
Okay, so I walk up to her. I'm doing and I'm going, hey,
hey,
you come here often? And I go, ooh. I wince after having said it, but
she just like raises her eyebrows. This isn't really that kind of a mixer.
I'm Gabe. And I put my hand out.
She shakes your hand like very, okay, I guess this is happening.
Did you used to wrestle?
No.
I think I watched you as a kid.
Nope, wouldn't think so. Now that you're in a conversation with her, you can tell that she's probably the youngest person here. This is like a 19-year-old maybe, who is just a little bit like, this is uncomfortable. I might have to punch this man before the fight starts. But she's like, no, I don't think it would have been me that you saw.
Cool. I'm looking off into space for a very uncomfortable moment. And then I say,
in her bubble. So she's just like, okay.
And I say, yeah, good luck. And I try to do a fist bump and walk away.
Yeah. A voice comes over to break the most awkward silence that has begun filling the room in your wake, and says, to your left, you will find the entrance to the pit. The first trial of sorts will be facing the Myrmidons. Anyone close to one of the robots would see that there's a little brand that says Myrmidon and really cool textured lettering that's like branded onto them. First round will be against the Myrmidons in a free-for-all. Keep in mind, it's a good chance to show off what you can do against the robots or other participants. And as you are ushered through, gate drops behind you. You can see that there are little windows where people are in better rooms than what you were given, where they can look out and watch the whole thing. There's a few like cameras set up pretty noticeably. There's a little drone robot. Doesn't look like the one that was scanning y'all from Ghostworks, just a different drone. Not every drone is the drone that watched the lizard fight. And as you all get ready, there's these little like what look almost like little boxes, and then you hear a Michael Bay-esque transformer noise as it rises up, and it is the Myrmidon bots. They were just like nested briefly, and they all and then we will take a quick break before the big fight commences. Get ready for some brawling. Don't hesitate to punch one another. Hello, and welcome back for more superhero shenanigan fun. We are about to hop into some really awesome combat that will be backed by the amazing music provided to us by Soncraft, who have been really awesome to work with as far as having great music for any situation on a scene. So big shout out to them, and we will get things rolling once more. In fact, I will call immediately for initiative for everyone. This will be so much to track. So give me just a second.
No, you're good. I need to pump up. I need to like prep my die here. I need to.
Okay, I will call on people just so I don't have to like hop around. So everyone make sure you roll, and now I will Leo, what you got? Did I ask the person who hadn't rolled yet?
Yes,
I had
you
not
did.
rolled yet until I panic rolled, and now I'm mad because it's a low number. Go to someone else. I'm using the hero plan.
So salty. Quill.
25.
25. Slipstream. What
I've
are we calling you
entered-
right now?
Because she's wearing like a maroon jumpsuit. It could be Maroon Marvel. Just a classic little one. She was like, when she needed to put down a name, that she's just like scribbled that down quickly.
A Marvel Maroon.
Yeah.
What was your number?
That's pretty much the same thing Raven did.
I entered the Nexus. I have peaked. I got a 31.
Oh my god.
I did the thing.
You're behaving as a speedster? What a
Whoa.
twist.
By pretending to not be a speedster, I rolled higher than ever on my initiative.
Might be something to that. Mecha Ochre.
17.
17. Which is a respectable number. People are throwing
I
up some
know.
crazy stuff, but a 17 is nothing
For
to
an
be sad
initiative,
about.
lovely.
Marigold.
21.
21. Good, as long as it's not as bad as Mecha Ochre's. And then Leo.
He's still reeling from his.
That's with a
encounters.
19 on the die. My initiative is
Fair.
I redeemed myself. The first one I rolled a 4, and then I re-rolled the hero point, right? Then it's a nat 20. So, so I've got a total of 28 for you there.
28. Wow. Look at you go. Who am I
There's
missing?
no way
I'm
I'm
not
ever
missing
beating
anyone.
Talon.
Quill's name is just giant on here for some reason in initiative.
Because Quill is awesome.
That's
Quill's
probably
a big
it.
personality. Yeah.
Huge. Okay, and now I'll roll for like 36 NPCs.
I believe in you.
Not really. Not that many. Only some of them matter. The other ones are set piece. Ooh, that person's got a good bonus. Y'all rolled really high overall, though, as a as a group of heroes, you will get to flex your stuff pretty early. Ember. And whomst is that? Oh, the robots. Robots should have pre-rolled all of theirs during the break. What a silly choice of mine.
Then you wouldn't have had a break, sir.
You know, that's true. That's true. I like breaks. I forgot. I threw in someone fun to shake things up a bit. Spoilers. You'll never see it coming.
I'm assuming it has something to do with shaking.
Ah, terrible roll. Boo.
Yeah.
Okay. So these robots all form up and start getting ready to go. It looks like they have these like beam weapons and are preparing to fire indiscriminately into the crowd of fighters. So it definitely seems prudent to act. The remaining fighters that are like very backgroundy, they're literally just like random mooks. Some of them have like clearly some kind of like minor superpower. They've got like a blue skin or glowing eyes or something, but they don't give you the vibe of anyone of a lot of competence. So they're more background. Maroon Marvel, you are the first to act. I will say
I would hope.
there. Yeah, right. So there are 6 of these stock-looking robots, and then there is one super like crazy-looking one that is like the Warframe version of it.
Ooh.
Robots.
And all of them are powering up with these lasers, right?
They're all ready to go. They all have like their one little arm that's like a laser arm, and this thing has like all these extra like about to go. So it'll probably do something pretty big on its turn.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do some martial artsy things, and we're gonna kind of maneuver through this crowd as deftly as possible to get to the big Warframe one.
Okay.
And I'm going to I want to try and grab like do the classic Jackie Chan move of like how he takes off his sweaters to like grab people and move them around before putting it back on. And I want to do that with the arm of this Warframe to spin it so it's like firing. If the line of fire is all the other robots.
Okay, that's really interesting. There's a thing to do this. It's like a deception, basically, where you're.
I don't know if I have improved this arm. I have athletics that I can be rolling if it's just to like move people around.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna look up real quick because I feel like there's specific rules to this. Actually, it's not quite a feint, but it's something to the same thing where you basically get them to attack someone that's not you. But because I do not have it off the top of the dome, what I'll have you do instead is roll it like you're doing an agile feint, and I will adjudicate it properly in the future. Do you have agile feint?
No, I was just kind of hoping to maybe time it right, you know, like essentially like wait until its turn as it's about to like go off and spin it and try and time it so that it's hitting. It was closer to that I was trying to do, but if that seems too complex.
I'm trying to just think of a good way to rule it. So I'll have you hold your action, and then on its turn, it'll be like a contested strength check. It'll use strength. We'll figure out what's appropriate for a speedster to use whenever it comes to its turn. so you have a chance because it is very strong, but you are very fast. So yeah, something will work out there. You
Mhm.
are able to get to the big robot very quickly, and then Ember, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna show off a little. And we'll see if my dice
Let
my
you.
dice check.
I agree.
But visually before, because I like to describe it. But yeah, visually what happens is steam or smoke starts coming from the bottom of his feet. He doesn't take off. He's just like, it's almost like he's flying, but he's like activated but not taking off. So there's smoke coming from underneath him. And he sort of like takes a deep breath in like Demon Slayer, the sort of like steam comes out from the side of his mouth, and his eyes kind of bulge because he's like in the zone. Picture that scene in JJK where Yuji like drools, but he's not drooling because it evaporates before he does because it's too hot. But anyway, and then take off, and I'm going to attack the nearest Myrmidon. Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Not the big
I will
one,
let
but
you roll a free intimidate. That's like basically a performance check for what you have just done.
Oh, nice.
Also, just because the way your powers work, and this is a very evocative thing, I will give you a +2 on this check.
Wonderful, because that is a 15 total.
Everyone will remember this. Pluses, minuses. So you've done a thing. Hey, go. You
Wonderful.
are able to impress a bit, and then you're going for the Myrmidon.
Yep, just the little ones, not the, because you said there's a bunch of like small ones, and then there's the big guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm going for the tinies. The tinies.
All right, roll and let me know what you get.
Let's see. It's a natural 20. For a total of 28.
Of course.
frontline.
Okay, yeah, let me roll. That hits for sure. Let me do my roll real quick.
DC is 27.
Okay, and what's your DC on that?
27.
27, and that's before the crit, so it's 32 now.
A while now.
Ouch. Okay. It is a fail, and these do count as minions at the moment. So you explode a Myrmidon. One down.
All right, another. And you know what? I'll I didn't do it before, but I think in the zone, all out attacking on all of these is the whole thing as much as I can, which I think is a +5, right? You can do
Yep.
that.
+5
That's
to hit.
That's not the biggest of numbers, but that's hold on, I'm doing math in my brain.
That's a dangerous thing to do.
That's a 19 to hit for that one.
19 to hit. Does in fact hit.
Lovely.
This one wasn't a crit for you, thank goodness.
I rolled a 6 on the die, by the way.
Wow. Okay, so I can do math. This one would actually explode too, and then I, as the GM, will end your takedown chain there,
Thank you.
as is my prerogative, so that there are more things to do. I mean, they'll spoilers potentially spawn more as needed, but we move on as there is a little like klaxon light thing on the roof, and suddenly it starts going, and there's like a little bit of like a blaring horn sound as dropping in. There's like this little cage that's recessed in the roof, drops down, and you see what looks like an alligator person with like a blaster rifle, wearing like high-tech gear and just grinning the hugest grin with its maw as it hops out and takes its turn. It levels its blaster. Let's see how much this thing does. And what it's gonna do is take a shot and just instantly drop one of the less impressive participants. It just one down. And the little voice comes over, and there's always unexpected twists and turns to make the fight a little more exciting. You have to be able to roll with exciting new possibilities. That takes us to Quill.
Hell yeah. I think Quill at first will wanting to see how this works, because again, she's new to a lot of things. She doesn't know, social and etiquette things, and so seeing, I think, Ember show off a little, and then this alligator person drop, and the person on the loudspeaker, they're like, all right, so this is a little bit more show than fight. I can make it entertaining. And Quill looks at one of the smaller robots, and is going to essentially just take off straight for them. It is going to be mechanically an unarmed attack, but
Okay.
what Quill does is they head straight for one of these robots and grabs them all around the middle and takes off with them. Then when they are maybe like 15 feet, as much as this cage area will let them go, she lets go of the robot and round horse kicks them down, slamming them into the ground.
Hardcore. I'm about it. Yeah, roll. I love the flavoring on the unarmed. It's the easiest one to reflavor. So it's always fun when
Beautiful.
someone takes it in a cool direction.
That is a 19 on the die for a 31.
Yeah, that hits. What is your damage DC?
23.
23. Oh, I was so hopeful. Yeah, this makes a nice pop as some of the internal mechanisms and the power source within it like burst from the impact of being slammed, like hit after hit. The hit to send it to the ground like clearly jostles a bit of like its components loose, and then it all slamming to the ground as it does just instantly makes it cease operation in a pretty
there's like
spectacular way.
There's a tiny, like, cracked bit of the ground there now.
Absolutely. I'll have you as well. You can roll intimidation, or if there is another social one you think applies, or just a straight presence roll to kind of show off, since you're
am
following
looking at
the cue of
my skills. Yeah, I mean, he's having fun. I want to have fun. This is great. Oh, my intimidation isn't very good, but we'll roll anyways.
I mean, if deception to like appear to be a gladiator
that
type
is
thing, it's
even worse. Well, that's
Fair
a nat
enough.
20 though.
Hey, the dice knew. The dice know what they want.
The
They
dice
know what the
know
people
what's
want.
up. It's a
Um,
+7, so 27 for intimidation. Yeah, my deception's a +3. They're not very good at
You're
this.
just honest. Yeah, it's fine. That's an okay.
They
thing
are
to do.
very honest.
It's true.
Um,
Yeah, that impresses.
yeah, I do have takedown as well, so I will,
Do that
if
thing.
you'll allow me to
Everyone
have
has
one
takedown
more.
in this group.
Do we?
I don't know. I have it
love
as
it.
well.
4 out of
um,
5.
So
Dentist.
Ready for
Have
the
takedown.
takedown.
yeah, so she round her kicks down. There's a big slam in the pop, and you see like the components kind of like pop out of it and scatter in the cracks on the ground. She looks around to where these like darkened windows are, the boxes with the important people in, and sort of flares her wings out as large as they'll go, and she waves at them. She turns back, picks out another little robot, and tucks her wings in and lets herself fall. And she goes down, just being carried by gravity. And when Quill gets close to where this robot is, you just see her talons come out, prepared, as she will just drop onto them with her talons. And that is a different roll, so I'll go ahead and roll for talons. That is a 21,
That is a hit.
DC 25.
Oh, low roll. You are able to like rend through this with the force of gravity, and once more gonna hold people to a takedown chain of 1, but you are very easily able to slice through this like butter. I will ask you, because your character is from outside of this world.
Of course.
Something else here is also that way. I'd say with this dive, you got closer to the alien creature that just started blasting people. So your call, actually, if you have encountered this species before, they're known as the Jared. And they are pretty far flung throughout the galaxy, many serving as mercenaries outside of their home planet.
Oh, I'll have a roll about it. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
That's an 18, so I'm going to say yes. I
Yeah.
probably have seen
You've
these
seen one.
people before.
Yeah.
But as Quill comes down, talons first, and just sort of rips a hole through this mechanical minion, just landing, sort of takes a little bow, using her wings instead of her arms.
I like it.
And yeah, looks at this other person, and I think looks at them because she recognizes their people. She looks at them and waits for if there is a spark of recognition on their end.
Okay.
Have they seen her people before?
Okay. So right now they're like, firing into the. They haven't seemed like they locked onto you yet, but you're within proximity to where that.
Yeah, just keeping
is
an eye
just an
on them,
eventuality, yeah.
essentially.
That takes us to someone else. Who are they gonna mess with?
Can I ask a question? Just
Yes.
for clarification too. The gator dude in the cage, so it's like just a cage that's kind of hanging down.
It dropped down and they like jumped out of it to start firing. So it is technically still
Okay.
like not.
So the
recessed
cage
into
is
the
there,
roof.
but they're on the ground.
They're on the ground now. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Miss Scarlet will go. You see the woman with the whip kind of charge into the crowd of nobodies and just start dropping them one after the other. Clearly pretty strong, maybe not super humanly so, but skilled as well. So she just drops a couple of those pretty easily, not putting on like the biggest show about it, but very competent, definitely. And that takes us to Marigold.
Sorry, Marigold was taking a drink.
I timed it perfectly.
Yeah, you did actually. I just did it.
I have
was
the
like,
skills
oh,
of
come
a
on.
waiter who's like, ask you a question when you take a
Fork
bite.
full of food. Exactly. All right, so just some different, because usually, Raven's shield is all the snakes and everything else. So the look for Marigold for the shield is basically she's just covered in flowers. So this what looks like the regular, orange suit that she had on is now just like the heads of marigolds are covering all the way through, and that's the shield that she
Rad.
uses. And so I think what I would like to do, possibly two things. I'm going to use Mystic Constructs. And what I would like to do is basically create a wall of marigolds that will go. I have 125 cubic feet that I can do of this. And I would like to encase as many of them as I can with this inside this wall of marigolds, so that they're basically standing in marigolds and cannot move. And I'll do as many of them as I can, and it'll be a show as it's happening. So the marigolds will kind of like, and I'll be like very dramatic and do all the things, and the marigolds will just grow. So like I'll pull them up from the ground and throw into the next one and that kind of stuff, and turn
Gotcha.
and weave it like all the way through. Very not what Raven would do. It's very dramatic all the way through.
Nice.
And I want to try to get the one alligator dude. I would like to get them in this, so wherever I need to put it, so that I get him and however many other guys I can get in there. And then I want to use a hero point to Mystic Blast as well.
Okay.
do-
Who are you Mystic
yeah.
blasting?
The what is the guy's name that came down in the cage?
The Alien Gator. Technically Alien
Alien
Gator too,
Gator.
because it's the second one in the setting.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm going to go after Alien Gator.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, not that dice. It's on the floor now. So that's an 18 to hit.
18 is enough to hit.
Cool.
Good job.
So it's DC 27.
Ooh, ouch. That's a hearty blast. That's no
It
joke.
is indeed.
I'm going to give you a hero point so I can re-roll. I don't want to.
Oh, cool.
You don't want to drop that quickly. Okay. Got much better on the second roll though. I'll say he kind of like, or she, I believe Alien Gator too, is able to kind of duck behind some of the marigold stuff that was in her way, and dips out of the blast, and you hit the marigolds, but it's your thing, so you don't really blow it up. You're smart about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I use the hero point that you just gave me to have a marigold fly up and hit the blast and knock it back into him? Like a deflector gold?
I don't think that they can necessarily work that way, but the hero point did buy off the hero point you used for the second blast, so that's the consolation I can give you on that.
Okay.
It made it a freebie.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it's the robots.
Well, before that, I'll and this whole time I'm doing this, I have not flown at all. I have not used my flight at all.
Oh,
yet.
Sorry, you put on a wonderful show at the beginning of this. You can roll either a social skill, or you can use your expertise magic. I feel like you'll probably go that route because it's superb, but your call on what you want to show off with.
$29.
Ooh, fantastic stuff. They take great notice of you, which is most certainly a good thing. All right, robots. I will say one robot is definitely successfully too surrounded by marigolds to do anything. One will blast at Mecha Ochre because you gotta target him once in a while for funsies. Ooh.
You rolled the lowest he has to
Yep.
be shot at, you know.
That's what you get. Learning a lot about your GMing style through that. Interesting.
Skill issue you get punished for. Yeah.
You did badly, and so you must. Does a 22 hit Mr. Gabe? It's, dodge plus 10.
Oh, yeah, just barely.
Just barely. Okay. DC 23 toughness.
Oh, wait, so I have to roll, right? Roll and add?
You do.
Toughness.
Also, there's someone I forgot to roll for.
Ooh. Math. 28.
28. Yeah, you're fine. What does it look like as you deflect this, or not quite take the brunt of it?
Yeah, so I think I see it coming, so I just basically... Gosh, can I deflect it with my staff? That's probably not a thing, huh? It'd be really impressive, though.
For flavor, yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
about it.
So, I've been standing there, and I see this thing about to shoot me, and I just kind of go... Ping, and deflect it. I don't know where it goes. But, it goes somewhere.
There's a random. There's just a guy, an extra.
Do you awkwardly wink at the person in the pink tights that you were talking to
Oh, I
before?
love it! Yes, I do. It probably hits her, actually, is probably what's going to happen.
nearly hits her. She sidesteps, and there's a Wilhelm scream of an extra being eliminated from the competition. Mecha Ochre. It is. Oh wait, sorry. The big war robot acts on the same initiative as the other. Tally, what will you be rolling to battle the strength of this one?
Yes. And could I pivot, seeing a lot of like the little robots get taken down? Can I pivot so it aims at the big alligator guy?
Yeah.
Could I, to kind of, since it feels, or at least how it feels, the way I was thinking of it, kind of like a judo using momentum against it. Could it be an athletics?
Yeah,
To
that
kind
works.
of spin it around.
Athletics opposing strength. Yeah, I'm game for that. That sounds good. What is this thing's strength? Okay. I can do athletics versus athletics. Oh, it's the same for this thing. Okay. What do we got?
I don't think I'll use anything. 22.
22. You got it. This thing, you're like, oh, this thing is like really, really strong. But you've got the angle on it to where you can like twist it slightly, and now I will instead have it fire at Alien Gator 2. I don't know why the 2 matters to me so much. I will say the aim is not the best because of it, so it takes a penalty to shoot at the Alien Gator, but still hits.
Cool.
And now a toughness check. Alien Gator. Ooh. The blast clearly dazes it. It takes a daze and a bruise from that, and kind of growls in the direction of this thing that's supposed to be on its side. But she catches who made it shoot her.
Could I kind of, I don't know if this is too much since it's still kind of my turn though, since I delayed it. Could I also, within that move of spinning it, then use the momentum to kind of get on and like straddle this thing from like above to be able to just gear it better?
Yeah, for flavor, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
I have a question too. The fact that they're stuck in my marigolds, does that give them disadvantage on any of these things? On these
Not
attack rolls?
disadvantage, but it's like if they're shooting out from it, everyone's getting cover versus them, so it's making it harder for them to shoot. Not quite at the level of disadvantage, but like -2 or -5 circumstance bonuses.
So I think less maybe getting on top, more like using it, completing kind of a grapple to just keeping it between, keeping her between
Using
her
it
and other
as
things.
cover, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
But I'll
fine.
maintain that wrap on it with the sweater to just keep, if I need to pull it again some other time, I can maybe do so.
Gotcha. Okay. Parts unknown jumps in and starts tossing fools around. Basically, like throws the This is the wrestler guy. He grabs like two of the random people and like spins and just like throws them into the walls where they crumple and fall. And then it looks like he turns and he'll actually shout to Ember. So combatants are probably going to start turning on each other when the robots drop. Gives you kind of like a, what do you think? Not like, should we fight? But like, we can start being the ones to take out other people. Doesn't say it outright, but he's like, you know, there's a lot of people. I just tossed a bunch of dudes around.
Iconic.
And then, annoyed at nearly being blasted by a deflection and tired of this strange robot man winking at her, Boss will charge forward. I didn't describe fully. She also has like a really cool green scarf going on. It's very flowy. But yeah, she, you see, like as she charges towards you, it's almost like her form becomes more like a runner's build, like the muscle, like instead of being like big, kind of shrinks down and becomes more lean. And she clears the distance between you, and then when she gets to you, like bulks back up for the punch. There's some sort of like body manipulation thing going on here, but she is gonna try to hit you with the best punch she can muster. Here we go. Oh no! She's having terrible luck. Mecha Ochre, I'll give you a hero point. I feel bad if she misses too badly.
You
know?
feel bad.
Make a hero point. I feel bad for her. I like this character. I like you too. This is a 22 to hit now.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, and this will be a DC 22 toughness check coming at you.
22?
Yep. I need to check a thing about Gabe.
Oh man. Eek. 15.
15 total?
15
Ouch.
total.
Ouch, sir.
Oh, I should use the hero point.
You were just given one.
Do that.
Oh, thank goodness. 27.
27. Yeah, you're fine. From the punch, you can feel like, you know that you are like enhanced beyond normal human strength. She is like just a step above you as far as strength goes. It's pretty strong. Her technique may be lacking just a little bit though. She was able to hit you, but you're like, these are definitely like sloppy punches, but she's a fighter for sure. Who almost missed because of my terrible rolls. The crowd will continue fighting amongst themselves. Some of them make a go at the remaining robots unsuccessfully, and mostly like scrap with each other and knock each other out. A few of them team up and try to take on Scarlet. No real success there. And yeah, I will say each one of you will have an attack aimed at you. I'll go down the line. Marigold, someone swings at you. They've got like a chain wrapped around their wrist and they're like holding it, so they've got like the leverage on it, and they like swing, but pretty much they can't get it to whip past the marigolds that you summoned, so they're like tangling themselves up trying to get to you, and so that's a unsuccessful thing on your part. Actually, the marigolds are probably going to prevent all of these guys from doing anything. Yeah, a combination of the marigolds and being on the robot make it where they can't get to Tally.
As part of the performance, she does like a little capoeira move to like spin out of the way.
Okay, yeah, basically these are like tripping over the marigolds or like trying to get around them to get to you, and they're too frustrated and are failing at their ability to swing at you. Like some of them get close and are clearly trying to scrap with you, and it's not working. That brings us all the way back around to Maroon Marvel. I will
Okay.
have you roll a quick athletics check to
Okay.
maintain the.
Wait, did I get to do something?
Oh my gosh! Did
Oh
you
my
not?
gosh, no.
I skipped
I know. I
over you.
rolled
You were
He's
supposed
so
to.
low.
You were
Oh, you gotta
supposed to be
attack.
before
That's what it
parts
was.
unknown.
Yeah.
Ah, Mecha
You just gotta
Ochre.
attack,
What are you
and I
gonna
think we-
do? Yeah, the crowd was the last one in the lineup.
Great.
That's
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries. So I think what is her name in the pink?
Boss.
Boss. Wow.
Boss.
All right. So Boss had come in with a strike, and I imagine I deflected it. And I don't know how this works, but I have free grab. So is this after I make an unarmed attack, or
Yep. If you hit
after I do
with an
it?
unarmed attack, it also counts as initiating your grab attempt. So you're just like hit grab.
Okay. So okay. Tell me if I can do this. So I block. I'm going to attempt to knee her in the midsection, grab her, and then sort of just try to slam her down on the ground. Not slam her, but
Yeah.
throw her to the ground.
Yeah, you can definitely do the hit and grab, and then it'll be another action if you want to deal damage after the grab by throwing her to the ground.
'Kay.
And you can either buy that off with a hero point or just be a little tired from it.
I'll be a little tired from it, sure.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay, I'm using another hero point. I think I'm done with those.
And remember, if you roll 10 or lower on the reroll, you get to add 10.
Ah, darn it. Oh well, I coulda. It is 27.
27 is definitely a hit. I'll roll the toughness check first.
Oh
Ooh.
no, it's 29. Sorry. Anyway, yeah,
Oh, wow. What is your DC for the unarmed damage?
21.
21. Ouch. She actually takes a bruise and a stagger from this due to a bad roll and being maybe a little lower level than y'all. Adds up just a touch. And then she will try to resist the grab. What is your strength? That'll set the DC for her.
It's 6 in mecha form.
6? Okay, so she's going against a DC 16 with her strength. Ah, she is having really bad luck. You are successfully able to grab her. And that is a 2 degrees on the grab. Which, I'm making sure I have the...
The little wink has put her off kilter.
apparently. That's very, very sad. She is currently, with 2 degrees, defenseless, immobile, and impaired at the moment.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, the intent is to kind of
her
throw her to the
immediately.
ground. Not in almost like I would throw anybody on the ground that we're just kind of sparring.
Yeah, like a...
And I'll do the clumsy wink thing. Yeah.
All right. So she'll just go against your damage DC for this as she hits the ground. So it'll be 21. Oh, she can't. She's having a rough one. So that's a -1 and would be a daze, but she's already staggered, so it doesn't do anything more than that. -2 staggered. She hits the ground. She's gonna roll an insight check on you. She just wants to get a vibe for like, what is up with this guy?
Wow. It's been a long time since Gabe's had this effect on women. Yeah.
Throwing them to the ground.
Using one.
Actually, I think it's never been. He's never had an effect on a woman this way.
That's true. 21 on the insight check. So she gets the vibe that like you like the wink and everything, and like you're not trying to like actually injure her that much. With the way you
Okay.
threw, like she's fought with people before and like knows what a sparring like toss is like. And then with the wink, it's just like, okay, he's like harmless but weird. Like it's fine. Like she doesn't
Fine
seem like
assessment,
she's
yes.
like enraged at you or anything, like a little like, oh, this is frustrating, it looks bad, I'm not doing great right now, but it doesn't look like she's fight or flight, like I have to kill this man kind of thing. Okay, good job. You landed several hits on her in one go. She's nearly out of this thing.
Wow.
Maroon Marvel, it is your go.
Okay. Is there something I can do to increase my dodge parry, like something like just kind of stay in a defensive state kind of thing?
You can either do, if you still want to attack, you can do a defensive attack and that would raise it, or you can take the defend action, which instead of getting your normal plus 10 to your dodge and parry, you would get to roll for it instead, so you can it'll be that plus your dodge and parry.
Okay.
So it's usually pretty solid.
I think as part of the performance and to kind of show off this character's ability, I'm gonna try and springboard off the top of this warframe to get to the alligator guy and just stand in front of him.
Excellent.
And take a defensive position and try and hit me.
Yeah, I was going to say, and hopefully humiliate them on the with the success. I do want to roll back slightly and allow Mecha Ochre to get a sort of show-off roll if you want it to be deception, intimidation, or persuasion. I left yours out.
Oh. What do I get to do?
Basically, show off with what you did if you wish, and you can use whichever social skill you think works best for that.
Oh gosh, wow, I'm really
Unless
here.
you can argue for another good skill to throw in the mix.
I thought it was being showy already, so I'm like, okay, this is fine.
Now you can be mechanically even more showy.
Yeah, and after... Oh gosh. Well, yeah, why not? So after I throw her to the ground and I do the winky thing, I will do a couple of backflips away from her.
Nice.
And then kind of do the, some weird pose.
Yeah, roll your call on
that.
Intimidation. Or actually, that's acrobatic. If you would like to roll in acrobatics, I think that feels narratively appropriate.
Yeah, let's see if this actually happens. Oh, 26.
26 is very solid. Yeah, no, nice work. It looks great and is successful during all the chaos of what's going on around you. Like you're flipping over people who are like in a melee. Yeah. So excellent work. We go to Ember. Ember, you've sort of been hinted that, like, what if we punch everybody? But also, there seems to be other capable fighters here.
Did Tasha? Did you do your? I'm so lost.
I essentially flipped over. I'm going full martial artist. I flipped over, got to the guy, and was like, try and hit me. But I'm also trying to make a show of it for the cameras and everything, of course.
Iconic. So, Yuri, I have a proposition.
The lean in.
I'm listening.
What's
A
up?
team move, but it's not communicated at all by Ember, but I do think it's that sort of like we're both in love with being in battle type of vibe where we just start reading each other's minds, but not really, but yes, because we're both I can't say that word, BAs on here, and we're having a good time. So, without communicating this, but this is the idea. Ember's going to, we'll just say it happens. I'll just say it as it happens, right? Ember's going to fly. I can fly I can move up to half a mile with my flight, so it's fine. I'm going to fly to the edge of the arena and then rocket myself as fast as I can towards Quill. And the like sort of vibe that you get from Ember is jump. We're aiming at the big one. And so does Quill jump?
I'm gonna make a roll for it.
To go for the big robot, yeah. I was about to say it's like an insight to know what he's doing. in
I
this
was,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's above a 20. So I'm gonna say, like with my insight. So I'm gonna say, yeah, like Quill sort of gets it as you sort of go towards where she is, but sort of look at the robot. She'd get the memo. Absolutely.
And then it's so I will one palm because we realize that Quill is small. I keep picturing Quill being bigger.
Quill is like
than they are.
5'2". It's just
I know. I
think
also keep picturing like
when
6
their
foot Quill. I don't know
wings-
why.
No. Quill is a little burb. Okay. I'm a little burb.
Just a bit.
Especially when their wings are tucked in, they get really condensed on their back and they sort of come out a little bit higher. When their wings are out, it sort of takes up a lot of space. But no, Quill is a small burb.
So
Just packs a punch.
so the idea is that the idea is for Quill to be like sort of horizontal when they jump, so that he can grab the bottom of their talons, their feet, and essentially essentially throw Quill is the idea here, toward the big thing. But I'm gonna use that hero point that Jazzbiter 910 put for anyone. If no one's used it, I don't know if anybody used that
No
yet.
one's
But I'm
used
gonna
it
use that.
yet. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna try to power stunt to heat up safely Quill's claws.
Yeet the bird.
Yeah,
on fire.
yeah.
So,
it's,
yeah.
I'm trying
Well,
to like I'm trying to essentially speed
fastball.
up Quill. Fastball Quill through the robot is the idea.
Incredible. Yeah, I'm about it. This sounds good. I will give a bonus on the damage for sure. Yeah. I'll decide how much of a bonus. I'll let
go.
you roll an attack,
Okay.
Extell. Then I'll let you roll one, Quill, and there will be additive effects there depending on how we do. But that will
Right, because
trigger
it
on
depends
Quill.
on
So
it
you're
depends
holding
on
it
your
to-
aim,
Yeah.
Extell. If you can get me to the robot
I-
and then whatever damage my
Claws.
All out attack for
claws
this.
do.
Also,
Oh,
to
good
put
call.
My accuracy up.
Yeah.
I'm doing
So
unarmed.
I was-
I'm doing unarmed for this.
You can do it as a throw. I don't know what
Whatever
your
you
throw
have
is.
is
Can I still
better.
all out attack? Is that a thing that can?
Yeah,
happen
you can
here?
still all out attack with your throw.
Okay, cool. Wonderful. I boost mine plus to a plus 11, so that's fun.
And I think you would find, I think this is so funny, you would find, even though Quill is small, and so you're expecting, obviously, Quill isn't going to weigh as much as, let's say, you, but you find they are a lot lighter than you thought they'd be. Birds have very
I'll toss 'em.
light
Whoa.
bones.
Right.
Oh god, I threw them too hard.
I'll throw out that someone could give me a hero point if they wanted to.
How'd you
Just-
do? What happened?
Because it was a nat 1. Hello.
I will happily donate my hero point to you.
Yeah, I have hero points as well. I think it would make more sense if we use mine, since so you can keep yours. Yeah.
That works. Typically, you can only lend people hero points with the luck control power, but I will say, as this is a cool team up attack, it is
It's
from
a
both
team
of
up
you.
attack.
So,
Yeah.
I will
Sure,
resolve this
reroll,
on Quill's
please.
turn for the
Okay.
game, but please roll the attack again, Extell.
Okay. We'll use a
I do think
different
I'm right after Extell, anyways. So it works out.
Alien gate between you two.
Okay.
Alien Gator. Ooh, that's a better. That's a total of 27.
27. Yeah, that's a hit. So you go careening into it, and we don't necessarily see what happens as we cut over to
Just bird.
Okay, just bird. A gator versus a speedster ?
A very normal
Just
person.
a normal person.
Just a person on the field.
Just a regular guy. Ooh, claws and teeth? That sounds good. This will claw and tooth at you. That's how words
Checks
work.
out. Yeah,
Rip
yeah.
and tear. Okay.
So I roll for this.
Yeah, roll and add your parry.
Cool. I will use Grant's hero point that he gifted me so kindly.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grant.
Math. 15 plus 15, 30 plus 3. Yeah, 33.
Ridiculous. So this is like a series of swipes with the claws right at you, and like chomps that are just being danced around.
I don't even think it's dancing. I think she really puts on a show with not using super speed, but being able to perceive things super quickly. She's fully just pretending like he's not even moving quickly or striking with
What are
any
you doing?
precision
Yeah.
at all. Like,
I love that. Yeah. So
it
yeah.
almost looks like she's anticipating the moves.
Alien Gator curses under her breath. I just checked. She is, in fact, she, her. Which was buried in the stat block slightly. Quill, you crash into the Myrmidon Warframe.
Hell yeah. Talons first. So I am going to then use my Talon attack instead of my unarmed, if that is okay.
That is a-okay.
I got an 18 on the die. My Talons crit on a 17 and higher, so that is a crit.
Fantastic.
So it's 28, but it's a crit. DC 25.
DC 25. You are getting a 5 from the fact that you are thrown by
Yeah.
someone too. Yeah.
Yeet.
So
So fast.
yeah, that is it's a crazy high DC for this thing. This is tough. This is a tough guy. It's a tough robot. Sorry, I lost his toughness for a second there. And it mattered not in this instance. It was closer than you might anticipate. But yeah, so I was still treating this one as a minion, but a minion with ridiculously high toughness and PL. However, the heated up claws, or talons rather, of I almost called you Tally, because talons, of Quill stab into the robotic exoskeleton of this bot, and you just crush into it. A lot of it is not just the slicing or the burning into it, it's literally the force crushing it alongside all of that. And yeah, you crumple this tin can to the shock of everyone in the arena, kind of like taking stock of what just happened with this cool combo move. Yeah, it gets kind of tense.
As Quill crashes into it and sort of makes it fall on its back onto the ground as it gets literally crushed, Quill sort of barrel rolls out of it and strikes a pose and starts waving around. Looks back to Ember and gives them a very enthusiastic thumbs up, because they've never been thrown before. And they thought that was so cool.
Literally acting out of turn, several of the nobody combatants are like running for the exit, basically. They're just like, I'm gonna stand over here until the gate opens and we're done. Like, we've seen what we needed to see. We're done. It's fine. Interesting on who's next. So as you're taking your I just did this awesome thing, here's a big thumbs up. Someone comes in and hits you from behind with a flying knee. It is Miss Scarlet. Still not using the whip because it's actually pretty low damage. Yeah, she's going to go for an unarmed power attack that I rolled a crit on. So this is a DC 29 toughness check. Literally, like, literally with pure intent, you can tell this person has slammed into like the small of your back where your wings connect. This was an extremely targeted strike. as someone sees
Yeah.
a big fish to make an impression with.
I think I'm still like looking at Ember and like giving him a thumbs up and a smile when I get
Yeah,
slammed
Ember, you
from
see
behind.
this like play out as it's happening because you like thumbs up and there's just someone like flying in her direction. So yeah, roll that toughness. You're like, wait, she can't hear. She's got AirPods in. That
24.
moment. 24, nice. So you get a -1 to future toughness checks, and
Okay.
are dazed as well.
Got it.
Ouch! How rude.
Big
of this
ouchie.
person. Big ouchie.
So rude.
Marigold, you are up. Quill was just struck. This is the perfect time to take them out. JK, what is Marigold's plan here?
Marigold is actually going to strike at the bird while the bird is down because Marigold doesn't know who this bird is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We're doing it. It's PvP.
We're doing it.
All bets are off. Everybody.
Tries to hold back. the
We're doing
excitement.
it.
Every person
Yeah.
for themselves.
Oh yes, I would like to reassess. We've talked about PvP outside of the game before, but everyone's on board for this, yes or no? Okay, as long as definitely the two that are going for it are doing it, we're clear on that. And yeah, this is a thing that we've cleared before very early on, but it hasn't come up until now. So yeah, how are you attacking?
So it's going to be a Mystic Blast, but I am going to intentionally just graze. So I'm aiming to basically clip the wing a little bit, but to not really do too much damage. So it's
Okay.
mostly just for show.
So like if
and
you
the miss.
if you do good, like a decent amount of damage, you're gonna lower the degrees
Yeah.
of success. Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do with whatever extra, I rolled an 18 on the die, so it's a total of 26. But what I want to do is the blast is going to be a blast of marigolds. So whatever extra, if there is extra, then I'm gonna have that basically do kind of swirl damage out and back if I can at the person who need Quill in the back.
Gotcha. Trying to make it a double.
Yeah,
Pretty
so I want to
much.
look like I'm going at Quill, but I really want the damage to go
try to hit.
behind, so it'll, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so that was, so it's a 26.
And what's the DC for the toughness?
27.
27. Roll 27. If you fail, the only thing you'll get is the bruise because she's holding back.
Since you are trying to hit both of us, would this count as an AoE attack?
I'll let it for the purpose of what's it called?
Evasion?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll also allow that for actually does Miss Scarlet have invasion? Not invasion.
No, they don't.
They don't, you're
I
right.
looked
Oh,
at
no.
the character sheet. Yeah, not there.
Dang.
She does have invasion though.
Invasion. Yeah, it's a different
Invasion
it's a
of
different
my
thing.
Take
personal
over.
bubble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
18 plus 8 math. 26. What was the DC?
27.
Oh, by one. Okay. Oh well.
So yeah, you get another bruise. Ouchie.
Big ouchie.
Raven attacked you. How dare. Now Scarlet.
This is all for show.
Bad roll. It was a 27. Ouch. So she is actually instantly staggered by this.
Nice.
Clearly, you would pick up on just because you have dealt with magic before and you know how hard that should have hit someone. You were like, that was spicier than it necessarily needed to be for her, as if she is specifically weak to magic. She does look very, very put off by the fact that this has just occurred with her, as she took a little glancing blow from that hit, and it did a lot more than it glancing blow.
I think noticing that, you're gonna see Marigold kind of laugh a little, like an evil kind of laugh, and I'm gonna use my last hero point to Mystic Blast directly at her.
Okay, nice.
Oh, that was a terrible roll. Shit. That's a 14.
14, that will miss.
Okay. Instead, she's just going to be showered with marigolds.
You can see, though, she knows that she is being targeted now. Yeah. It does get to the robot's turn. The big robot is done. There's only 2 left, and they're kind of not focusing on y'all anymore in a very noticeable way, as if whoever's puppeteering these from the outside is like, wait, let's see what goes on with this group. A very let them fight moment. That takes us to Mecha Ochre, who I will let have a turn this time. Once again, so
Hooray.
sorry about
Generous.
the last one.
How generous.
So we have Alien Dude 2.
Mhm.
We have our
Scarlet.
folks, Scarlet, and then do we have? You said a bunch of lesser
Mhm.
fighters or whatever
They've
they were. ran?
mostly like either paired off with each other and don't seem to be a threat to anyone, or they're like running for the hills.
Oh.
They're not super
Okay.
important, but you can still choose to go after them.
How many of them are there? Like, are they at the gate trying to get out?
Yeah, there's like probably at this point standing, because the alien gator took out a few, Scarlet took out a few. There's probably like six others that just like clearly aren't up to the level of this competition.
Huh. Okay. And nobody's engaged with me right now.
Nope.
So I see, I don't know how many of them. Let's say 3 are running for a gate, and I decide, oh, okay, I'm gonna kind of yell, ah, and I'm gonna do a leap and kind of this fancy little twirl and land in front of them. I'm imagining they're gonna turn around and look at me, and I'm gonna say to them, hey, if you guys are gonna tap out, you probably should fall to the ground.
I like it. Rolling intimidate,
And
or would you like to
Am I
strike them and
intimidating
help
all?
them reach the ground? It's your call.
My intimidation isn't very good. I'm gonna roll.
Maybe to persuade them that
Please,
this is
Oh,
the best
lay down
course
your
of
arms.
action.
True.
Oh no, it's the
Like,
same.
hey, if
Or
you don't want to
deception.
get
I
hurt.
heard you actually have to lay down. All the
Yeah,
options.
you know, I'm just terrible at those kinds of intelligence-based things, I think.
Same.
Everyone's too earnest here. It's a
Uh,
big problem.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, I will say, is that with your bonus? Like that's total 10?
Yeah, I have no
And
bonus.
our Rosie did give you a hero point as well,
Mhm.
so you have that now.
I'm re-rolling.
Decisions.
Yeah, spend them if you got them.
16.
You can't take 'em with
Okay,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, add in a flourish of my staff,
So did you roll below
as if I'm
a
ready to
10?
hit somebody. Yeah,
Did you roll below a 10 on the die?
I rolled 10
Oh.
before. Yeah.
Well, I think. Oh,
Yeah, on the second roll, if it's a 10 or lower, you get to add
Mhm.
10.
Yeah, my first roll was a 10, so I didn't
okay.
think I got to do anything
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
it doesn't
Yeah.
modify the first one. Yeah, they seem like, oh no, we're good. We don't want any of this, because you've been very impressive with your flips and everything. So they kind of like literally like try to like tap out. Like what do we signal?
Lie down. Lie down. Because I generally don't want them to be hurt if they're just.
They
You know, tap it out.
they look like they are not up for what's happening here. Parts unknown, having witnessed that, like, oh, a team up was in the cards, but not for me, is like, okay, well, that's fair enough, and will who will he? No one really seems like they want to mess with the magic person because magic is scary. turns out. And she's just been like locking fools down. So he's gonna like, well, all's fair, and he's gonna try to punch Leo.
Oh,
That's understandable. Yeah. I had to
Let's-
team up with my buddy first.
Let's
He
go.
didn't
You
understand.
did. He's like, okay, dang. There is friendship here, but not for me. So sad.
One day.
Nice. Does he have power attack? He do.
My defenses are down, I believe.
Oh, he's got the other thing. The opposite of that. It is a 27 to hit you,
That'll do that for sure.
but it's only a DC 21. Actually, wait. Am I factoring in his big ol' arms? No. It is a 25 DC.
What
damage.
rank of damage is he doing here?
He is doing 7. Wait, I can do math. 8.
Oh, yeah, that
Did
passes.
8,
Okay,
and then
that
the power
passes.
attack that's raising it.
They've definitely passed my impervious. All right, so DC what again?
28,
Toughness?
26. I know. I forgot what I said. I don't know how far I shifted it, so we'll just go with the 26.
Lit. That'll do that for sure because I rolled. I got like a 19.
Okay,
For the six
so you
of
get
that.
a -1 and a daze. That brings us to boss. Having been staggered, she can't do much. She kind of gets back on her feet and like just gets ready in just a fighting stance. It gets to the crowd, and then they're all giving up and surrendering to Mecha Ochre or like have been knocked out already. The alien gator looks ready to continue combat, of course, but then the klaxon begins firing up again. There's a loud blaring buzzer noise, and then a voice comes over and says, and that will actually conclude this little preliminary bout. You hear the of the gate opening and sliding open so that the people can trudge out. There's definitely a few people who are like having to be carried out by personnel. There is the very annoyed Miss Scarlet, like staring daggers at Marigold as she makes her way out. Boss looks pretty defeated and like shrugs and keeps going, feeling like she probably did not put on the best performance. Parts unknown turns to Leo. So I feel kind of bad that we didn't get to go back and forth because they called it early on us. No hard feelings?
Oh, no, not at all. It's all understandable. I'll give him a fist bump. A solid hit you got there. Not many people can do that to me.
Oh, I was trying too.
Yeah.
It depends on the arms. Like, again, sometimes I shoot a laser. Like, I don't know what I'm going to get any day of the week.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Genuinely.
I'll tell you what, maybe we can have a spar some other day if you ever wake up with the arms again.
Yeah, or
Maybe
drink
better
after
for-
this.
Yeah, that would be good.
I
Well,
don't
not
know
after this,
what they're
but-
going to keep us around for or how it kind of plays out after this.
Yeah. Can't get a drink after this, but maybe some other day. I mean, you know who I am.
Yeah. Boss, now having like recovered a little, walks by and like gives a nod to Mecha Ochre, like, I know you didn't hit me as hard as you could have, basically, and just like makes her way out. The alien gator scrambles up to crawl back into the little cage before it rises up, but like turns and makes very direct, like, I recognize this type of person at Quill. Like, there is a eye contact moment, and kind of like a snarl, but like from you towards Miss Scarlet. Like, basically, like, she thought it was uncool that she did that too. Before scrambling back up, and then it starts rising up, and she's just kind of hunched, waiting for it to go all the way up, watching. She's got her blaster like set up next to her.
Yeah, Quill definitely goes back up in the air, and partially for show, um, and partially to double check that all the people that were injured, like there's nobody under scraps of metal from the robots, like okay, like everybody got out, and
There is a
then
bit of that of like having to get some people out from under stuff. Luckily, a lot of the potential damage that would have come at them was blocked by the marigolds that have been set up everywhere. So it ended up like shielding a lot of the people who ended up unconscious. So once those dissipate, if Marigold clears those up, you would find the people who were just like either hiding behind them or unconscious behind them.
You've been
yeah,
married
this
saved.
one last, this
Yeah.
one last sort of like twirly thing with inner flight with her wings, and then goes back down to follow the others.
During your little flight thing, there's you hear some applause as the woman that you clocked as the most important one has emerged from the one of the box areas where they were watching, and a few of the other like VIP people clearly were watching and are now emerging to kind of get a closer look at everyone and strike up conversations. You see someone has started talking to Miss Scarlet. One of them approaches Mecha Ochre. They're like, I really I dig your whole aesthetic. Like, I do think you probably would be someone kind of fun to bring into the arena now and then.
Thanks. This is a lot of fun.
It's a good way to make a bit of money too. He will give you a card as well, and he's like, if you get into it, let me know. I've backed a few people before as well. The person who was clapping for Quill walks down and approaches Leo immediately. She smiles. A bit surprising to see someone like you down here.
Seem to be at a disadvantage here. You know who I am. I have no idea who you are.
Oh, my mistake. It's definitely someone you should get to know if you want to continue with this. I am Saturnalia. I run the Circuit Maximus.
If she like offers a hand, I will shake it.
Yeah, she does in like a very like I am gracious to give my hand out sort of way. Like she knows that she is hot stuff, basically, and very important.
So, I mean, I've always been known to be rather blunt. How'd I do?
Oh, I think you put on quite a show. We were, of course, doing a bit of background research during all this, so you've clearly worked with this bird humanoid at some point in the past. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I actually think that's potentially really useful. We need more duos in the arena, so if you are interested in that and are planning on coming back, obviously very welcome to do so. We'll reach out if you leave us any sort of way to contact you. I do want to as much as I can clarify that we know of your heroism out in the world above, of course. That's not something we'll necessarily take kindly to here. Essentially, you're blunt, I can be blunt too. We don't appreciate being infiltrated. If you want to participate, perfectly fine. If this is an attempt to shut us down, it will not go well for you. And as long as you understand that, then we're going to be fine.
Honestly, I think it's a little bit better if neither of us know the answer to that question. More fun that way, isn't it?
I disagree. I have a business that I'm running. Some sort of assurance that I won't have to put any efforts towards making sure you don't return is appreciated.
That's fair enough. How about this then? There's a mutually assured destruction involved in this. If you tell people I'm here, then maybe I will have to change my reasons.
Oh, I assure
But
you.
if you don't, then
Yeah,
be fine.
discretion. We are very happy to keep any of your doings here extremely private. Again, it implicates us more than anything if we share that sort of thing.
Good.
So, as you
Yeah,
said,
nothing to
mutually
worry about.
assured destruction. Be seeing you around, and your friend, very impressive.
Don't say anything else.
She gives you a nod and walks away. Marigold, you are not specifically approached by anyone, as impressive as you were. You see that, like, people, some of the sponsors are clearly, like, chatting and looking in your direction, but no one approaches you to be like, hey, I want to sponsor you specifically, sort of thing. But they're definitely taking notice, and you are told that, like, oh, they'll reach out if you provide information for that. If they need fights filled, they'll do that. Same thing for the Maroon Marvel. You do get a few compliments from people who were, like, in the fight, where they were like, oh, that was, like, really impressive what you're doing in there, because I did not think you had it in you, no offense.
Hey, I didn't think you had it in you either, and you didn't. So,
Give you a look, and they're like, okay. I walk away. Yeah, I would say you are given the same offer of, like, we can reach out and bring you into it. Like, you will be told whenever we're doing this more. There are, like, pickup fights where, like, who shows up, but there's also, like, scheduled fights once you have some notoriety in the underground. And yeah, so you're introduced to a bunch of people. No one of particular note that it seems yet. Like, Saturnalia, Roman does not talk to you specifically, but it seems like she really only talked to Ember, and now she's talking to Miss Scarlet to the side as well.
she'll collect whatever cards numbers are tossed her way, like, and kind of indicate a possible, like, drop box that she has
Nice.
to alert of anything. But we'll say, but maybe the next batch, a bit too much show here, not enough skill at the moment.
They're like,
Your
well,
girl could use some help, by the way, kind of indicating up towards the gator.
like, she does fine. Appreciate it. As things are wrapping up here, it's kind of like there's no official, like, okay, everyone get going, but you can see that the important people are all, like, filtering out now.
Just to respond to what them coming up to Marigold would basically create, first of all, I'm gonna, like, look like I'm really not too interested, like, that's the whole demeanor. But as that the woman is talking, or the people are talking, depending on who they are, I'm going to produce a business card that is printed with Marigold. So basically just creating it. And there's a phone number on the back of the card. Nothing else on the card except just Marigold on one side and a phone number on the other. And this is a normal Raven thing to do when she's working undercover somewhere, trying to get some information. There is a single number that is always given out. And it just goes to a very blank, box or whatever. And then I'll hand that over, to the different people as they say it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and as I'm doing it though, I want to check insight to see if I can find if there's somebody specifically that is more, like, along the lines of the people that we're hunting down right now. So if I'm looking for people that are really just potentially in this web.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll insight for me.
And I'm also going to just respond and say, You can just leave a message there. If maybe it's more exciting than this, I'll show up the next time. This was, I don't know, less than I expected. And that's kind of like the vibe I'll give to everybody. And you said insight, right?
Yep.
28.
28. So as far as people that you think would like, that's who to talk to, who would like know who anyone is that you would need to talk to, definitely Saturnalia Roman is like the most keyed in. There's a few people that like you get the vibe that they are more out of towners that come here to watch, but there are a few that you're like since you're in like a wealthy family, you're at least like aware of other business people, and there are a few people here that are like legitimate businessmen outside of this, and they are here as well. So it's like, okay, these people are plugged into the underground that you might not have known that they were, and I can get you names for those between sessions if you want to investigate them further. Probably won't get anything from them at this moment, but I will say,
No,
as
that's
you're
fine.
kind of taking all this in and getting, kind of making connections of like, okay, that's someone I need to look into once I get back up there. You do get an alert on your phone letting you know that
Oh no.
Narissa has arrived home.
Did Claude just go away for everybody else or just me?
Oh no.
No, Claude's still here for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I see him.
He's gone for me.
Oh, what is
no.
happening? I'm only partially gone for people.
But he's still
Oh.
in.
Well,
The
if
Twitch
I'm
stream's still
unheard,
going.
then Narissa is has arrived back at the home.
I think as soon as Saturnalia, you said was her name,
Yeah.
leaves the conversation and leaves him, Quill goes up to Ember. It's like, I've never been thrown before, but I didn't hate it. That was really cool. We should
It's fun.
do that
Yeah.
again.
No, I got so many ideas for so many things we team up to do. Honestly, like, no, we'd be unstoppable. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Yeah, I
Sorry,
don't
I'm getting
usually I guess fight with other people like that.
really?
It's not the way we were trained to fight on our own. But I'd like to. I think it would be really fun to come up with a couple of things we can do together. Make it more
Uh,
fun.
I've been trained to fight both with people and separately, but it's a whole thing. But no, it can be really fun, especially with people that match the sort of skill set that you have, like we do. We're both very good fighters, so like we could
I have a couple of ideas.
As you're chatting, Tenfold walks up. Hey, good impression, all of you. He says, trying not to like show that y'all are all together. He's like, the scuttlebutt is that you're all like, they like you, but they take a little while to warm up because they want to make sure you're not cops, essentially.
I figured, yeah.
But yeah,
As
good,
he says that, and a couple of the people handing out business cards are walking by, Quill's just going, like, just waving all of them.
he's like, yeah, I'll let you know, but I think this is a good start for whatever you're planning to do with this exactly. You've got their attention at least, and yeah, that can get you some connections. If that was the plan, you're moving in that direction. I'm gonna take off. I guess leave in different directions or something, so it doesn't look super obvious. But they're mostly all out right now. But they have ears everywhere, or eyes.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, well, I'll hold out my hand for a handshake. Thanks for the recommendation.
Shakes your hand, and that is the last big panel handshake of like connections are being made. And with that, we close off on issue 24, which blows my mind, by the way. In comic form, that is like 4 volumes of comics. Or 6 volumes if it's a 4 issue. Anyway, I'm very excited about that, and excited to give everyone little shout outs about what they are working on and where you can find them on the interwebs. I will select someone and they will start, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm doing it different because I have no rhyme or reason for this. Shannon, can you tell us a bit about yourself, where we can find you, and yeah, what you're up to?
That is me. I'm Shannon. I play Raven normally, but tonight I was Marigold for most of it. And I'm Imaginef pretty much everywhere. You can also find me on Imaginef Media on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet tonight. You can find me here a lot. And I will throw it over to Jackie.
Hey, I'm Jackie. Thanks for being with us tonight. That was really a lot of fun. It's clear that Gabe cannot go undercover. You can find my music on wherever you stream your music. Look for the band The 629s. 629S is what you want to search for. We're back in the studio, so hopefully some new songs coming in the new year. Did toss it to
yeah, toss it.
Toss it to Ember. Not Ember. Extra.
I am Ember. It's fine. Plot twist. I'm not Extell. Hi everybody. I am the entity sometimes known as Extell. You can find me at Extra the King on all the social medias. You can catch me on Tales from the Table Studios, where I'm the social media manager. A lot of stuff happening there. It's Under Disguise, Sentai Sensibility, which is happening this Friday. You catch me as Jax, being an even more wild man who loves to fight. Although this time he's not a type of person to be in a committed relationship. But you can catch me also here for I was gonna say Singing Scourge, but we're on our hiatus for a little while. I'm one half of the storytelling team on Singing Scourge. I storytell for the Anarchs, some of which you see in the cast tonight. But you can also catch me here next week. I'll be in a different chair for superhero shenanigans. Who knows? Anyway, you can also find me on Start Playing, where I run vampire games, werewolf games. You can come join I got some seats open at some tables. Come roll Vampire Dash with me and drain the city dry if you'd like to, and then suffer the consequences afterwards. But yeah, that is who I am, and that is all I can remember right now. So I'll pass it off to Tasha.
Hello, I am Tasha. I've been playing Tally, aka Slipstream, this lovely episode, and I watched so much Crocodile Hunter as a kid, so I was upset I wasn't able to continue that fight because I had so many little Crocodile Hunter references I was going to toss in there, you know. But, oh well. You can find me not here next episode, unfortunately, as I will be traveling and away. However, I have plenty of new things I will be doing in the new year, so I don't know when to announce those. But the next thing to do, though, is Monday, over on QueerXP servers podcast, I will be playing the Pink Ranger on the one-shot for Ultra Teen Fighting Heroes Go. So I'm very excited. It was very fun to play test that system. I had a lot of fun being the Pink Ranger. And that is the only thing I have, I think, for the rest of the year. After that, that's it. That's a wrap for me for 2025. But follow me on TikTok and everywhere on the internet, because I will be posting. Oh, I've lost track.
Yuri.
Yuri.
Hello. Hey everyone, my name was Yuri. I will hopefully continue to be Yuri. I played Quillekikiokalee, aka Quill, who had an absolute blast. Was actually super happy that they got to punch inanimate objects and not people, because then there was destruction. And you know, it was a good time. For me, I am going to be here again for Superhero Shenanigans, and then taking a short hiatus as we spend some time with our family and loved ones. Come back in January. You're going to be seeing a lot of me over at Sean's channel, Help Action Needed, as we did a lot of pre-recorded things that are going to start coming out, and I'm so very excited. But as always, you can check me out at Yuri and the Beast everywhere on the internet to see what else I'm up to. And that's it. Back to you, Claude.
Oh, hello. I have and will continue to be Claude. And I'm also known as Curly Insane Guy. You can find me on the interwebs doing interwebby things, typically TTRPG and comic things. I've been trying to talk about comics more on my TikTok, so I'm there. I also run games on Start Playing as well, specifically Mutants and Masterminds. So if you want to get in on some of this, then that is your chance to do so. Definitely hit me up for a game. I will be back next week, not in this chair. So if you can put together by two people whose chairs are switching, what might be happening? I will be back as a player, which I'm very excited about to end off the year. And thank you so much for joining and watching. If you want to know more upcoming stuff that we have, check out our Discord. We were playing Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by the awesome people at Green Ronin Publishing, and Soncraft provided our background music. So, with all that being said, we look forward to seeing you again next time, because there are always more stories to tell. Bye-bye. Stick around for the raid.